Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Law-Splaining the Interwebs. I am your host, Nick Ricada of Ricada Law, a small law firm and now medical clinic in central Minnesota. And with me today is Drexel.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Nick, would you like to describe how today has gone?
Today's been great. Sort of. I love your beard. You got a little tape hanging off.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Which one is it? Let me see.
You got it.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna have to shave you bare to make the tape stick, or we'll get extra long tape so we could get it to just skin, like tape it to your neck. That'd be fine, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we could talk about.
I mean, everything in today has been weird. We did the show last night. I felt great.
Yeah, we did the show,
and by great I mean less terrible.
So as people who may or may not have seen the show last night, Drexel had a growth, I would say. There may have been jokes made about it. Mm-hmm. You see, my chin has not stopped itching.
Yeah. So thanks to Mama Vic, who said she was pretty damn sure it was a bite.
Yeah.
I found out this morning, I'm pretty sure she was accurate because there was like a puncture wound.
Yeah.
And then Lady Racket saw an
I have
actual
done the
vampire.
worst tape job ever.
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
The bottom ones are just falling off.
Well, the whole day was kind of bizarre. So I got done with the show last night.
Yeah.
And I'm upstairs. I may or may not have been watching porn treks. And then it was around like 3:34 in the morning. I started touching it and I said, you know what? It feels softer, like it's ready to burst, right?
Sure.
But I had a white shirt on. So I said, dude, I have a white shirt and I don't feel like walking all the way to the bathroom to go burst this thing. So I'll wait till the morning. And then I got up this morning and went to burst this abomination attached to my face. And I made a video of it.
Yeah, I can show it.
Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah, that was only the first pop.
Right.
It kept getting worse.
Yeah. Do you guys want to see a garden hose of blood, gore, and viscera? Because we could show it.
You know what's great? Nick is upstairs. Lady Rackets and her cousin come downstairs, and then they see how horrific it looks.
Oh, it
explodes open.
It was magnificent,
and all of this stuff came out. The poison.
Mm-hmm.
So Mama Vic was right, and Nick, when I went to the doctor, I told them, well, let's get to the doctor part. So when she said you need to get to the doctor, what did I say?
My chin itches so much
I'm
just
so
looking
glad.
at you. It's pissing me off.
So you know what happens, right? Anytime women say you need to get to the doctor, what do we say?
Yeah, right.
No, I'm fine.
Who needs a doctor?
Hey, doctor.
Those people are idiots.
She goes, there's literally holes in your face.
Yeah, and
from
there
the
were.
Punctures. There were literal holes. Like, It looked like a vampire went, "Hurrah!" Like Count Blackula.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I'll be fine. And then it gushed more.
Yeah.
And more. It was seeping out of my face. And she's like, I'm taking you. And then Nick goes, I volunteer.
Yeah. Well, I needed to go to town, and I saw it was going to happen. If she left, I was going to be sitting alone with all those kids. 9 kids in the house. I was like, hey, I can go. So, let me clarify something.
I'm so pissed. I'm so fucking pissed. This fucking mouth.
So let me clarify something, because I saw some slander. That said, Drex got a spider bite at my house. No, he came with the bite.
Yeah, I came with the bite, and so Nick, you saw the picture. It clearly looked like it was an allergic reaction.
Yeah,
it was just
first.
red and swollen.
Yep.
But once the discoloration started coming, I was like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
And that's when I text Mama Vic and I said, yeah, my face like is on fire.
Yeah, when your swollen part of your face started looking like Edward James Olmos, like then you know, oh my God, I look like that guy. I need to go to the doctor.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I don't know, man. I don't think this is like good. And she's like, well, can you see like 2 white marks, like where something could have bitten you? Like, well, I don't see that because, you know, there was beard in the way and all that stuff. And then Nick drives me over to the hospital after we had gotten to that part. And you had to go get some errands done.
Yeah, I left him at the hospital.
And then I text you saying, they're about to drain it. And drain it they did.
Yeah. Yep.
A lot of draining. When the apron looks like a crime scene because it just...
That doctor got blood cockeyed.
Yeah. It was horrible. And then, yeah, all that kind of crap came out. And then they prescribed me steroids for the swollen jaw to go down.
Let's see.
Antibiotics for the venom that all that did. I got to drink through a fucking straw. I feel emasculated. Nick, you know I've never had a purple drink through a straw my whole life that was in a can form.
Really?
And only half my face works.
How's a... Because it is different. So how is the purple drink in a straw?
It's not the same. Nope. But to give you... So that's why I dedicate my presence today on the show to Lady Rackets. So shout out to her. I don't dedicate my presence to the show for Nick, who mocked me the entire time. He comes and picks me up.
I go pick this man up. He's already bleeding through his bandage. Already. Like blood coming out, dripping all over his shirt. He's wearing a white shirt and his blood dripping all over. I'm like, you're leaking. Oh my God.
So then, yeah, we went to the store.
Yeah.
And then we went to the CVS. We get the drugs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then did something else happen when I was in there? Something happened. I can't remember. And then you were like, man, you look like you're having a really rough day. Lunch is on me, buddy.
Yep. I bought lunch. I bought lunch today. That's what I am, is the hero of the day.
You didn't tell the whole story.
No one was going to eat. You want some ice cream? You want a little bit of ice cream?
I ended up getting this ice cream later. But no, so Nick says that he's going to get me lunch. He's like, man, you look like you're having just a real bad day. So let's go get some lunch. He's like, what do you want? And I'm like, So he suggests going to the Mexican joint I always hit up. But then Nick goes, well, I don't know, man. I mean, you can't really open your mouth, so you might not want to go get a burrito. I just did the face. So then we go to Arby's. So I wanted some curly fries. So I'm like, I can get fries and then get something from Qdoba. And then there was the fry jokes as I struggled.
You should have seen this guy trying to eat curly fries. He can open his mouth 1 millimeter. 1 millimeter. Oh, it was embarrassing. Okay, I'm getting the trying to find this. Where is the window? That's not what I want.
This is bullshit. Wait, what are you looking for?
I'm trying to get the video pulled up.
Oh, I just sent you your Facebook. Probably
oh,
easy.
Yeah, send it to my Facebook. You had texted it to me earlier.
Yeah, through text is always weird. Oh, yeah, that's epic. Hold on. Shit.
So then, what we just finished doing, though, well, what took us forever to get down here was that stunning bandage job that I did, which is just terrible. But what took us forever to get down here was that. But right before, we did something great.
We did something amazing.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen the movie Nobody, go see that shit.
Yep. Oh my God, you gotta stop putting your phone down in this corridor. I'm gonna kick you in the face.
Your bandage sucks.
It's not my fault you have a beard. You have a beard because you're trying to hide from being a lesbian.
This thing is terrible.
I can get more tape. Just put a sack over your face like the Elephant Man.
I'm not an animal. I'm a human being.
Okay, how do I? Oh my god. There we go. Here we go. This is what we need. This will work. Was there audio on this?
Yeah. I mean, you won't be able to really hear anything, though.
No. Oh my god. Oh, Messenger is the worst. Seriously. Okay. Good God.
Fuck.
Let's see. Okay, where's Messenger? Not what I want. Messenger. Thank you. Okay, then. I think we're ready here. Here we go. Nothing? Really?
Damn. Really?
Let me do this. There it is. Okay.
This stupid tape job. Oh, you got it up.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
All right. So, if you're squeamish, well, enjoy.
This is great.
Squirt!
Ah, look at that squirt. That was the first one. Look at the size of that chin.
Oh, it's huge. It's
It was so nasty. And then there's like, do you notice it was purple?
Yeah.
Did you see the purple shit?
That was good.
That was straight up venom. And then there's, that was venom. So that, Nick, that was squirt one. Like the weakest one. It just kept going.
Tape. Who taped your face? What idiot put that tape on you?
Fucking thing.
So anyway, yeah, the best they can guess is it's some sort of bite, probably a spider bite.
Yeah.
And then followed by an infection. You know, so there you
I
go.
drink through a fucking straw.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, I guess tonight we're just gonna sit. We'll probably talk about nobody.
Yeah, nobody needs a lot of. That's one of those movies, Nick, that deserves like fan appreciation. Like,
yeah,
like people should be like when someone goes, "Hey man, what's an action movie that you just got to see?" Nobody.
Yep. It was just 90 minutes.
90 minutes is the. I mean, man.
Stop
all
wasting.
Killer, no filler.
Stop wasting my time.
Yep.
With anything longer than 90 minutes.
Fucking thing.
Maybe we should get it. But the doctor didn't have it taped up any better either, to be fair.
Yeah, well, he was like, yeah, it's the beard, because,
yeah.
I mean, had you shaved, it's easy to just go, psh, psh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess I'll shave tomorrow.
Okay. So, I'll say it. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again today. Don't know how long we'll go today. I wasn't going to do a show.
Yeah, you said you thought I was pretty much done for. But I mean, I do it for the fans. You got some great subscribers.
I do.
And I had a great sized chin. And I figured if the great sized chin can just do what it does, we're going to have a great show.
Yeah. So we'll
I took that nap. I took that long nap.
You took a long nap.
Yeah.
I think everything was there, but I didn't want to. I just want to go on record. I was ready to say, you know what, we won't do a show tonight because I don't want to make Drex do a show. I didn't want to be like, hey, do you want to do a show? You know, because I didn't want it to be like, do you have to do one?
I still would have.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't want to do it that way. That would be rude.
You should have done it. Rude? After everything you've done today.
What are you talking about?
You mocked me for going like this with curly fries. And it went, ugh. So I couldn't even fit a single curly fry in my mouth. I just went like this. And it just like crumbled apart.
You know what you look like? You look like the guy in Total Recall who got the toxic waste sprayed on him trying to eat curly fries. That's what you look like. Waiting for a car to come turn you into a sack of jelly.
You know, fuck spiders, man. Because I can't think of anything else that could have bit me, right? A chick doesn't do that.
It could have been some sort of ant or something, I guess.
No.
It would have been a big-ass ant.
That'd be a big-ass ant.
Probably would have hurt a lot more, too.
Yeah.
Ants, like ant bites, they like your face would hurt significantly.
But the swelling was out of control.
Yeah. Didn't I say RoboCop? What did I say? I meant RoboCop. Oh, I said Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Okay, well, I deserve that. You know what you look like? You look like in Total Recall when Arnold got thrown out onto the surface. He goes,
they need more air.
You need more air. The people, Benny.
You know what? Let me say this, Nick.
Queen.
Come on, man. I got 6 kids to feed.
Thought it was 7.
Nick, did you ever think about how much we're going to miss Arnold?
Yeah.
Because like, we already missed him because he doesn't do action movies anymore. Like he's just too old.
He's also kind of lame. He's occasionally funny now, but he's also occasionally really lame. Like
I just think he's just old.
Yeah.
He's just I mean, what is Arnold, 70? I mean,
too much Maria Shriver.
Hold on. We got to talk about Arnold for a second. Mad props to him for raising his illegitimate son to look like his real son, while his real son is a fucking fat blob because he's raised by a single mother. Nick, there was a time when we used to go to the movies, and you were a kid, and you remember a new Schwarzenegger flick, a new Stallone flick, Cliffhangers on Prime.
Cliffhangers on Prime. A new
there
Van
was
Damme
a joy
movie.
to it.
Van Damme,
yep.
Stallone, Schwarzenegger.
Yep.
Not Chuck. Like I love me some Chuck, but his movies are so bad.
I was never a fan of Chuck Norris. Not when it came to his own. If he's the headliner of the movie, no thanks. Yeah. But I loved him in Return of the Dragon.
But yeah, those
Fucking
three.
tape.
Those three, if any one of them came out. Like I remember when Time Cop came out, I was so excited to go to the theater and watch Time Cop. I remember being so excited to go to the theater and watch Hard Target.
I can't look at it. So, hey, Nick, how long is Hard Target?
How long is it?
Yeah.
What, 12 minutes? with 80 minutes of slow-mo?
With Lance Henriksen as the villain. Dude, someone put the Seagal. But see, we didn't view Seagal as like,
well,
he was like B tier back then. Like
the problem was Seagal movies didn't often hit theaters until what was that? The DMX one.
Oh yeah, Exit Wounds.
Exit Wounds was great. That was actually a legit good movie.
It was.
Yeah.
And they had big dudes in it. I saw it with you.
Michael Jai White.
He was swole.
And they had that big white dude in there too. Who was nobody.
They had some dudes that were prison swole for real. Like
yeah.
Damn. But I miss action movies. Like when we were sitting there watching Nobody, Nick, that's what action movies used to be before there was any woke. Mm-hmm. There was literally 0 woke points. I did have a couple people send me a message today saying, Drex, I know your stance on Mortal Kombat, but you got to see it. You know what? You didn't have Johnny Cage in the movie. And Nick, here's the thing. It's the reason you don't have Johnny Cage that makes me say no. Now, will I rent Mortal Kombat, or will I tell my brother to rent it so I didn't actually spend my money to see it? Or if it's on an airplane, sure, I'll watch Mortal Kombat.
Sure.
Yeah, because I'm not paying money for it. Nope. Principles are principles.
He did go to a doctor. You missed the story, John.
Yeah, I went to the doctor and they drained it.
Cradle to the Grave. That one
wasn't as good.
Wasn't as good. What was the there was one before Cradle to the Grave. Jet Li and
Mia Khalifa.
Romeo Must Die. That was a pretty good flick.
Yep.
Yeah, I always liked when a Jet Li movie would come out. That was good stuff.
Yeah, and Jet Li was our new martial arts guy.
Yeah.
And
since Lethal Weapon 4.
Man.
Lethal Weapon 4 was a good flick.
That was one of the best introductions, right? Because when it comes to movies, you always got to, someone sees you somewhere first, right?
Yeah.
And then you go, oh my God, Nick, who is that guy? Lethal Weapon 4, most Western audiences didn't know who Jet Li was, right? Like, unless you were watching Kung Fu flicks.
Right.
So you're sitting down and you're like, remember, Nick, most people weren't that interested in Lethal Weapon 4. Remember that? It's kind of like, because you did the first 3 and then there was like a gap. And you're kind of like, why are they doing another Lethal Weapon? And then you saw the villain and you're like, oh.
I saw that in theaters with Scotty G. And And I think it was him. It was either him who asked me or me who asked him, like, why don't they just shoot this guy? And I kid you not, 5 seconds later, pull the gun, shoot at him, and he
dodged a bullet, man. My man dodged a bullet.
He could dodge bullets.
He dodged a bullet. I was like, bruh.
Yeah, that was good. Lethal Weapon 4.
Oh, the news story was trash in Mortal Kombat?
Well, who's saying that?
Soundwave.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Angry Baneling. You can't trust Angry Baneling.
Oh, yeah. Dude, Citizen Hells. Do you remember the ending to the one, Nick? The tower, right?
Yeah. That was a good ending.
Like, that's, oh, man.
Yeah, just fun movies.
Yeah, it's like, dude, Nick, there's going to be a whole generation of kids who are going to grow up with, like, not knowing what a non-woke movie is because it's been so programmed into them, especially if they go to public school, right? The public school indoctrination.
Right.
So everything they see, they're going to be like this, like, yeah, this makes sense that a 90-pound woman is beating up dudes and, you know, girl power
and they're going to see
a trans something, gay dude, some rainbow agenda garbage.
They're going to have some boring, drawn out, overwrought reason that everything is happening on screen. That's why I liked Unhinged. Because Unhinged, we're not talking about a written masterpiece. It's just the pacing of the movie is so good, and what's happening on screen is entertaining the whole time.
Why is this not?
That got twisted. That was your fault. I had it at least straight. You made it gay.
You're horrible. This fucking thing. I can't wait till my face goes back to normal.
Oh,
shit.
But and then the same thing with Nobody. Like, you didn't have actually, I would say the reasons, like, Nobody tells a really, really important story for men. It really does. And it's great. It just does it in a very subtle and fun way, but it's a deep question. But they didn't spend so much time trying to let you know that it was deep.
This is important.
You either get that it's an important question for men who are getting older, or you don't, and it doesn't matter whether you got it or not. Yep. It's actually the one thing I'll praise Dark Souls for in video game storytelling is that the Dark Souls story exists very subtly in the game, and you can engage it if you want. Like, if you choose to engage a story, but if you don't engage a story and you just play through the game and do the gameplay, it's still fun. And that's what Nobody's like. Unhinged is a little bit like that, but Unhinged I found to be a little shallower.
It does have a little, like, you know, little contrived moments and stuff, but it's still fun. Like, and that's the thing, Nick, when you and I were growing up, we used to go to, you know, video update and stuff.
Yeah.
Especially when it was Tuesday. You remember summertime back in the day? Tuesday, 2 for 99 cents?
Hell yeah.
You went to have maximum fun.
Yep.
You went in there like, yo, we're on a mission. We're going to see everything.
You go to the action section.
Action section.
You walk down with the box art.
What the fuck? I see box art. Nick, this looks good. Pick it up. Look at it. Flip it around. Okay. And then you went to work, man.
James Marone says, does Nobody have falling down vibes? I jokingly said during the movie, this should be titled Falling Up.
Yeah.
But no, it's this thing of, you kind of get a falling down vibe at the beginning, and then later you realize it's a little more complicated than that, and it's a whole lot about a guy going back, like trying to put on a facade and get rid of the things that he liked and enjoyed, and then going and re-engaging that part of himself from when he was younger in a meaningful way. But it's not critical to the story either. Nope. It's just a really good flick, and I would recommend it 10 times out of 10. All right, let me start tackling these chats that came in before the show, and then we'll go through and see where the chats take us. Nate Dog TU 1998 says, after researching Drex's taste in women of the adult acting, it must be known his taste is trash and his post-stroke face is punishment for said taste. Your taste is trash.
Look, man. Who said that?
Nate Dog.
Look, man, Nate Dog's fucked up.
Except he said it in a nice hook method. His taste is gone trash.
Oh, do you know who I forgot? Because I was so stuck.
If you start naming adult actresses now, we're never going to finish the show. Who'd you forget?
Well, we ate that garbage ass Vegemite, right? Which is the worst thing that's come out of Australia. I forgot the good things that come out of Australia.
Okay.
Angela White.
Okay. Are you finished? Are you finished with that?
You know what? Look, dude, just get it super.
Oh, it's already starting. It's
Okay,
already
yeah, here we go. Yeah, dude. Nick, she has talent.
Funny Valentine 2024 says, did some research. Conflicting info on redo of healer author's gender. Some sources say male, others female. 2017 tweet from author. Kayaruga is fairly easy to write. That's because his personality based on mine. Author's name is unisex. Oh, well, I heard healer was written by a woman, but maybe it's just a man with an ambiguous name. No one important says China gave us our solution, boys. Feminism banned on social media after marriage and birth rates dropped. News from the quartering himself. Thoughts? We talked about that last night, actually.
I was looking at these names again, like Elsa Jean and Jennifer White.
Stop.
I'm a sick man.
The problem with the China solution banning social media or banning feminism from social media is that China cares about their birth rate.
Yeah.
U.S. doesn't.
Yeah.
U.S. has no interest in a birth rate.
Well, actually, no, that's untrue. They do care, just not the demographic of people who are currently U.S. citizens. That's why they are trying to mass import people who are going to do what? Massively reproduce on the Democratic rotation.
But I think the people don't care about the birth rate because they go, we'll just bring in people. Like,
yeah.
So
there's
there's
going to import people.
They're like, in fact, I would say the woke left is generally opposed to the birth rate almost entirely because they think, I've seen so many people, too many people on the earth. There aren't. This is not even close.
Nope.
Anyway, Monopo Jogus X says, check out Dead Fantasy on YouTube. All fighting and no talking. One of Monty Oom's best work before he died, and Rooster Teeth shat on his dreams. Fluffy Side Up says, next watch party you should do Ghost Stories dub. Breck Nichols says, Drex, I didn't mean to hit you that hard. Little rude of him to throw hands at you like that. DOG Beera says, Drex, just admit it. You got bit by a German Shepherd.
Dude, someone said Whitney White is over fucking Angelina White. Nope.
I don't. This is going to be the whole show. The whole show is going to be like, listen.
Nick, you know, we did that degeneracy stream.
Yeah.
I'm going to do another one, and we're just going to, I mean, Nick, you're invited. Okay. We're going to go down the line.
Go down the line.
We're going down the line like a favorite redhead porn star.
You should do is you should steal the gimmick from The Biggest Problem that Dick and Maddox did. And what you do is you just have a series of degeneracy streams that just feature various actresses and then keep a running list with like an upvote, downvote, and rank actresses, from however many you get.
But I gotta say this though, Nick. I appreciate actual redheads where the carpet matches the drapes. Because there's a lot of these fake redheads that are just dye. I don't want the dye. It's got to be the real thing.
Maybe. I think you should do my idea that I totally didn't steal from another podcast. It's perfect.
Yeah, Penny Paxton, get it.
DOG Beers, finishing up, says, Nick, do you have any interest in covering a lawsuit against a skydiving company? I'd be interested in hearing your take on it since they have strict liability contracts. I don't know, maybe. The problem with covering lawsuits is most of the time, the overwhelming majority of the time, lawsuits are really boring to cover because they're just like a factual thing and then another person's factual thing. And they get really dry to read about. Now, there are interesting lawsuits. There's one that someone is... I read an opinion piece the other day, and it was how Chauvin might argue for a mistrial. And it's under a Supreme Court case called Shepard. Now, do you know who Shepard is? You remember The Fugitive, right?
Yeah. You mean the movie?
Shepard is the real case that The Fugitive movie was loosely based on.
Oh, really?
A neurosurgeon who killed his wife. Well, was convicted for killing his wife. But the basically everybody pressured the court system so heavily, and the court system allowed a bunch of media interference and stuff like that, that he was eventually the Supreme Court came in and said, you either have to retry him within 60 days or he's free. And they didn't retry him. So he's not guilty.
Oh,
so
wow.
he got his mistrial. But I mean, like 9 years later or whatever, he did some time.
Damn.
But yeah, so first of all, if anybody is hoping for the Shepard case to save Chauvin, there are a critically high amount of distinctions. So I think that the opinion piece is not correct, but but the underlying case is really interesting because, there's that. So outside of those limited cases, it's hard to find interesting lawsuits typically. But
well, did you hear about Caitlyn Jenner is going to run for governor?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Caitlyn as Bruce had a history of running.
I hope Caitlyn wins. I actually mean that.
Oh, that'd be the funniest.
I really do.
That'd be first of all, it'd be great for California.
Absolutely.
I think it'd be a good thing. Lost Bullet says, oh, hey there. Did you know saliva contains several antiseptic properties? You can let Mr. Y apply my own saliva. I have a very special applicator just for you, little Drexy pie. BG Willia 21207 says for more bandages for Drex and bug spray.
Oh man.
Siren Jag. Siren is the man who just underwent the surgery.
Oh shit, how's that going?
If Drexel's trying to compete with me in levels of horror, I don't know if I should feel honored or scared. One more squirt like that and you may get Nick to remove the mole on his chin too. Rude?
Good. Anything bad and you deserve it. After mocking my curly fry eating.
I told you to get potato cakes.
Dude, no one likes potato cakes.
Potato cakes are delicious.
It reminds me of school.
No, the school potato cakes were gross because they were cooked in like a pressure cooker.
Yeah.
They weren't fried. They were fried in a factory somewhere and frozen and shipped out to be reheated. Those are disgusting.
Yeah, they were just nasty, man.
Ryan 1096 says, Drex, if you're still not sure about Anime Matsuri, retired JAV actress Keiho Shibuya is a guest. She's got some great assets and is the best news anchor I've ever seen. Nothing distracts her from reading the daily news. So
I like that.
Keiho Shibuya, if you want to, I don't know if you want to research it. Frederick Little says, Drex, I hope you feel better soon. Nick, please say in Mitch McConnell voice, hey, Drexel, want to hear a joke? Want to hear a joke, Drexel? What does a walrus and Tupperware have in common? They're both looking for a tight seal.
You're so stupid. I can't find this person, man. I can't find the chick. Keiho Shibuya. Oh, Shibuya.
Shibuya.
How do you spell that? Oh, that's why.
Let's see. Morty J says, speaking of great movies, went to see the anime movie Demon Slayer Mugen Train at the theaters today. It brought hope back to animation and good story in movies. Bless anime, screw Marvel. Hollywood. Marvel's just the anime of the West. I learned that from Flash Kids. Salt, did I skip yours? I didn't mean to. I did there. Salt says, Drexel, sir, you need to pull that mask over your nose or I'll have to ask you to leave. Lamau, but seriously, get this man a cone of shame to stop him from messing with it. Oh, God.
Yeah, she's not bad. She's not bad.
Yeah, I've heard Demon Slayer was actually good. You put it?
Oh, my God.
Leave my mouse cord alone. But yeah, I heard Demon Slayer was good. Lots of people, it did really well in theaters, if I remember right, in Japan or whatever.
So did Abby Raines. Just take a drink.
So anyway, yeah, that's the initial chats. There are more. We'll get to them in a little while, but I wanted to talk about some things and stuff. Where do I have this? I have a a tweet here. I gotta pull up a tweet. I need your opinion on this tweet when I get it pulled up.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess we can also talk a little bit about the SacAnime deal with Vic. I'm trying to get a little more info on it. Most people have seen there is a good amount of info out there. SacAnime apparently caved to pressure from other voice actors or actresses, not quite sure who, but caved to the pressure from them as they said they would boycott the shows run by the SacAnime people, who apparently run like a couple other shows. Let's talk briefly about that. Drexel, what is the purpose of a convention for a voice actor?
Make money.
Is the purpose of the convention for the voice actor to help out the convention?
Yep.
No.
Well, to themselves. They help themselves.
To help themselves.
Correct.
Not help the convention.
Correct. Here's the thing. Both sides need each other to a degree, right?
Yeah.
So when you get bigger voice actors to come to your venue, you get more people, right?
Right.
More fans of said voice actor pay voice actor money for, take pictures, whatever it is, right? Sell merchandise. And I'm assuming they give a cut to the convention runners. Is that how that works?
It depends on how each show does it.
Okay.
So it could be like some of them say, you just make whatever, like whatever you make. Some of them say there's a 8% cut or 10% cut or something like that. And, some of them pay a flat fee.
Yep.
To have the voice actor there. And then the convention takes all the money. I mean, depends on how the thing is set up.
Both sides usually are in it for a monetary gain. So you want your biggest voice actors to be in the same location at the same time.
Right. But here's the thing. The voice actor is not there as a favor.
No.
They're not gracing the convention with their presence. These people do not make money voice acting for anime voice acting. I mean, they make a small amount, $75 an hour, and they tend to do, a couple, maybe 2, maybe 3 hours of recording per show.
These conventions are where they get back.
These conventions are where they make their money. And once conventions realize that they're where they make money and that, if I don't show up, they just literally say, I don't want this $5,000. Let them say it. That's my thing. I can't, because eventually there's somebody who wants to be at that convention.
Yep.
There's somebody else. The Stylish Fox, $75 is a small amount when you only work 2 hours.
Yeah. That's the thing. Because you've heard that you've been down this road, right, Nick? Where someone talks about what they get paid per hour, but I go, that can be deceptive because based on how much work you get and time it's similar to labor costs at an auto shop, right?
Yeah.
Where they go like this, the part's $200, but with labor, it's going to end up with you're going to end up with $2,000 bill. You're like, wait, you see what I'm saying? Like how long you're doing something is what matters, not the hourly rate.
Right. And $75 an hour sounds like a lot until you realize that an episode of anime where
how much recording does he do? Like in a general, because you said they only didn't Vic say 2-3 takes maybe?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to imagine a 22-minute episode.
Yep.
It's 22 minutes total.
Yep.
You're one character in 22-minute episode.
You're only saying your part.
Yeah. If you go in to record 5-6 lines, you're in there an hour to 2 hours tops. So $150 an episode. Guys, and a series of anime runs what? 23 episodes?
Yeah.
So they're making what, $3,000, $4,000 tops on if they're a main character on a season of anime. They make their money at the conventions. So if you think about how that plays out, a whole season of anime is the same as one decent convention. One weekend, they do that much money. So that's what I'm saying about these conventions. They've got to stop pretending like the voice actors and actresses don't need them.
Yeah.
Like they're going to just all walk away. Let them walk away. Guess what? They're going to come back the next year.
Yep.
They need it.
Yeah.
They need to support the money. And if they don't, someone else does. But that's my opinion on that. But I cannot. I cannot imagine anybody telling me how to do my business.
No.
So from if you have this person here, I'm not coming. Goodbye.
You know what? I'm glad you said that. I was watching a Minister Jap video earlier this week.
Yeah.
And he talked about the exact thing you're talking about, right? And his video was on the old comfortable Negroes and the German Shepherds, right? Because they kill your dreams. Like, the old people that are always trying to kill young people's dreams. Like, I'm thinking about starting a business. And you don't have health insurance and all this other kind of bullshit. So, Nick, he talked about something. He said, do you know that America is the only, well, you could argue just at the West, but he's saying America. We are the only country, the only one that allows broke-ass people to have a voice. And he goes, let me explain. You and some buddies want to go out to a place, right? Mm-hmm. Who's the loudest one in the car about where we should go and what we should be doing? But who's the one saying that? It's the broke dude, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we should be going to this club. No, we should be going to this Airbnb. This has got all these amenities. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the person who doesn't have. So when it comes time to fork over money, yet you're trying to appease the broke person. You see? So the person that has no skin in the game, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to, well, I mean, maybe we can just, we can just pop one bottle and then we can get, why are we listening to this person?
Yeah.
Nick, if someone walks up to you, think about this for a second.
Yeah.
Someone walks up to your door tomorrow morning, right? Mm-hmm. Rings the doorbell and says, yo, Nick, I think you should run your YouTube site like this, and I think you should raise your kids like that. What are you going to tell them?
I usually just, this is a hypothetical. No one's ever told me how to run a YouTube channel before. No one has ever had anything to say about guests or topics or anything like that. I usually ignore them.
Of course.
Now, people can make suggestions like, hey, this would be interesting or whatever.
Yeah, that's different. They're not telling you, they're suggesting.
I see a ton of people who are like, Nick, if he wants his YouTube channel to keep going, he needs to do this and this and this. And I notice that those people don't have YouTube channels.
They don't have YouTube channels. They probably don't subscribe. They're not even subscribers, right?
Probably not.
Probably not. Probably have never donated. Probably never done anything.
Right. And it's interesting because that's how it goes. And the same thing with anime voice actors. If you want to run a convention, you need to do this and this and this.
No.
These people do not run conventions.
No.
They don't even come close. It's a completely different skill set. All they do is show up. They get picked up from the airport. They get their hotel room and their airplane paid for. They have very little concept of the costs of a lot of these things. They sit down and they sign some autographs and they collect money and then they go home. And that's fine.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
But when they start going, you need to do this at your anime convention, the voice actors are a portion of the show.
Correct.
There's vendors, there's security, there's other activities, there's other types of people that they need to bring in. Like at Matsuri, you've got voice actors, but then you've also got visual artists, you've got cosplayers, you've got vendor tables, you've got they do the maid cafe, they have the people who put anime girls all over cars and stuff like that. They have all these different things going on. It's a way bigger event. SacAnime, we should maybe call Sackless Anime, I don't know.
Yeah.
But they need to figure out, or they need to not listen to these people who are trying to influence how they do business. Mm-hmm. If you let someone hold your business hostage, they will always hold your business hostage.
Yep.
Because why wouldn't you? Wait, I can dictate how these people act just with a threat? I can get whatever I want.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this tweet or whatever. And you're starting to see that with a lot of these feminist failure movies, right? Like they were making all these demands and everything, and then when people didn't see it, they're kind of like, Birds of Prey was a prime example, right?
Yeah.
These movies don't even turn a profit. Ghostbusters 2016. It's like, okay, the Twitter mob, and these studios haven't figured this out, Nick. The Twitter mob is not who goes to pay money to see a movie. And you look at the situation, I look at it like this, Nick. Let's just say you went to an anime convention, right? And you were a voice actor. And there's someone there you don't like. Do you really care? Because I don't. Nick, I was looking at this dude like, yo, look, man, I got an issue with that dude or that chick, whatever. Nick, they're probably going to be somewhere where I'm not going to be sitting. Even if I sat right next to him, I wouldn't care because I'm there for my purpose, right?
Yeah.
It's just get my money.
Right.
And interact with my fans.
It's the weirdest thing to me. I don't like most of the people at these places. Like the other, I shouldn't say I don't like them. I don't care about them. Like, I don't know them. I'm not going to meet them ever again. Whatever. The couple conventions that I've been to, it's like, I don't know enough about anime to even care. But if there was someone there who didn't like me, I would just avoid them.
Yeah, dude. Here's the thing: when we went to Road Rage, I remember I go down there, and interacting with the fans is the best part.
Yeah,
and I've heard from multiple sources that that's Vic's favorite part is interacting with the fans.
It's what I believe it is, but it's also just what he's naturally good at.
Yeah, it's just natural to him, right? It's second nature. So when we were down in Dick's show for Road Rage, Nick, I remember kind of looking at me like this. How could someone want to take that away because of what, an allegation? Because
the worst part is the main people wanting to take it away have to know their allegations are lies.
Exactly. Well, here's the thing. They have to keep staying with the narrative. You see what I'm saying? And Nick, what do you think about that, though? Like, so Nick, you and I can have whatever beliefs we have, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if we believe something and we're like, yeah, this, and then someone actually has the proof. They go like this. Look, man, the proof is in the pudding. You go like this. Well, and then you double down, right? It's like, why would you be doing that? If someone can show you something that is clear, like, it reminded me of that show. Do you remember that show, Cheaters? Someone said it was like staged, whatever. But Nick, that stuff does happen, right? If someone showed anyone evidence of their significant other, right, hard evidence of we got text threads. He or she went into this hotel room. That's a license plate, right? You can't then say, no, you're making this up. Like, dude, come on. Like, What do you want me to say? So if I'm looking at Vic's situation, let me get this straight. Someone's made an allegation against Vic Mignogna. You believe the allegations, right? And then as the deposition comes and as you start hearing more and more stuff, Nick, you gotta be, at some point you gotta be like this. Wait a minute, right? Like, because Nick, even still, even if you are pro Vic or anti Vic, it's like this. What does that have to do anything with me? You see in pro sports teams, right? How many times have you heard pro athletes get accused of all kinds of stuff, right?
Right.
Abuse, domestic something, all kinds of allegations, right? Drugs. Does that stop his teammates from playing with him?
No.
No, because you have a job to do. You're like, well, if he's here, he's here. If he's not, but they don't protest saying, I'm not going to play because he's accused of doing this.
They're starting to do
that.
They're
starting to, and if you bend the knee, which is what the NBA did, the cuck Adam Silver, right?
Yep. When
you start doing that, guess what, Nick? Your league will suffer, and the NBA is suffering. You just can't do the social justice, man. You can't do it.
Nope, it's ridiculous. Here we go. We got Tony K. Says, cheers from the East Coast. As I just turned 35, sipping on Orphan Barrel 24-year-old muckety muck single grain Scotch whiskey. Enjoying this content as always. I appreciate being part of the locals community. Cheers. Hey, awesome. Thank you. By the way, you can follow me at ricadalaw.locals.com. That way you don't miss any announcements of the shows. YouTube's notification system is trash. You'll always get one if you're over on Locals, which is free to follow. And if you want to join, there's some other stuff that goes on as well. Oh, I didn't tell you about the book I bought.
I was looking at the guy's name is Al Sharpton's Taxes. That's great. Fuck Al Sharpton, by the way.
I think you'll like this book. I'm gonna do it as a private audiobook for the Locals community.
Oh.
Look at this. Is it? Yeah.
The Male Hormone.
It's about turning sad sacks of weakness into men with testosterone. Written in published in 1945. Back when you could publish books about like guys being pathetic.
So by today's standards, that book is considered toxic masculinity.
Oh,
like, and that's why I love it.
Here,
well, Nick, one of the themes that I have on my live chats. Speaking of which, for everybody that's in my Discord, we're doing live chat tomorrow after I drop my daughter off. I forgot to announce that. I probably put it in my Discord. But Nick, one of the things that we've talked about, and shout out to my man Leximus who sent in a super chat last night, and Miss Leximus, because she wanted to know why did I keep calling dudes bitch made, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, Nick, that book is describing what? Bitch made dudes.
Listen to this. This is the beginning of chapter 14. A 27-year-old boy You couldn't truly call him a man, told his miserable half-life to physicians at the medical college in Albany, New York. For many years, he had suffered migraine headaches. He experienced hot flashes like a middle-aged woman. For years, after not much physical exertion, he had tired like an old man. He felt vague discomforts and distresses, and especially he complained that he was ashamed to live. The Albany Medical College doctors did not know what to do with him. His tragic condition was idiopathic, which was a medical impressive word for describing utter ignorance of what caused it. His sad boyishness and his physical feebleness were of the nature of an idiopathy, self-originated, neither sympathetic nor traumatic. This learned description did not help him. His state appeared to be hereditary, and who could improve on an incompleteness wished upon him by God?
I like that book. Dude, Nick, I hate bitch-made dudes, man. Oh, do you know what? Coach Greg Adams made a video today, right? He did a live stream.
Yeah.
Guess what the title is?
What?
The 7 Deadly Simps.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You showed me.
Nick, it's true. Okay, do you remember you and I, when I said, hey, Nick, I haven't even got through the video yet. I can guarantee you one of the 7 Deadly Simps is the office workplace simp.
Yep.
They're dangerous. They're deadly.
Yep.
They're deadly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who has worked in an office environment, a white-collar job, if you have an office simp, and especially, Nick, if they're in a managerial position, you're fucked. Game over.
Yep. So anyway, that's the stuff you can find on Locals very soon. I'm going to start recording. I'm going to do chapter 1 really, really soon. I haven't ever recorded an audio book, so I got to figure a couple things out, like my approach to it. But yeah, so you can check out Locals if you want. You don't have to, of course. I mainly say go follow it for free and do the notifications. What?
Lord of Simpson Cucks with Mr. Shame. He's referring to a bonus episode we did for the fans about the Easter fuckery that happened before Homegirl got sent to rehab.
Oh.
Shit, man.
Jane Doe says, would Drex wear Suffer Not the Pedo to Live merch? Okay, so I came up with this idea, a shirt that says Suffer Not the Pedo to Live. And I keep almost making it, but I have a feeling my store might get taken down if I do.
Of course it will. But if you say like a what do they call it? It was NAMBLA, right? Is that the name of the organization? So if you had like a NAMBLA shirt or minor attracted persons, that's okay, right?
Yeah.
So how? Like, let that sink in.
I'm not a cartographer. I prefer to burn maps. That's a good shirt.
Oh, you know what's crazy about that?
What?
I had Dollhouse Phil on. Shout out to him, by the way.
Bandage tape is going fleek. Dude, it's all over the place. He's wrecking it.
Fucking terrible.
It's worse every minute.
Oh, my God. See, I can't have my real face on here, Nick, because I think I'll just start bleeding everywhere.
Yeah.
I'll just, like, leak all over my khakis right now. So, Nick, I look at this situation, right? And here we are. We're at this precipice between your audiobook that you want to do, this, that, and the other. Nick, what do you think that you are having companies co-sign to pedo shit? Like just as a general, like Nick, there's like progressive, and then there's like, you know, the far left, and there's people just kind of going this. Like, remember that, you know, the world is burning meme with the little dog, like, you know, like everything's good.
This is fine. Yeah,
this is fine. Like everyone, Nick, here's me going like this. No one's gonna say anything. Really? No one's going to say shit? Desmond is amazing, but no one's going to say shit? Come on, man.
Jane Doe says, I still want it in pink, please. If this is a degeneracy chat, this isn't. Drex, please tell me why some women love being dominated. It may explain some of the porn suggestions I get. Lol.
Yeah, a lot of it boils down to daddy issues. Because, you know, I talked to Mr. Ghetto Gaggers about that. Shout out to him, by the way. He talks about, he's like, yeah, they're all broken and have severe daddy issues. Daddy issues and BDSM, I think, go hand in hand. Because it's always like some degenerate shit that these. Because Nick, here's something that people may not know.
Yeah,
dudes aren't as degenerate as women.
Right.
And when you watch Redo of Healer, women always want more, right? More torture, more pain, more destruction and chaos.
Yeah.
Dudes are like this. I'm just happy to go ahead and I'm just a squirrel looking for a nut, right? Mm-hmm. And the woman's like, spank me. Look, I can do that. Psh, choke me. Yeah, bitch, you serious?
Punch me.
Punch me. Nick, dudes are always
Stab me.
Yeah. Like, think about it, Nick. It's always the guy going like, for real? Like, women are the ones suggesting all this like perverse shit. Dudes are just reacting like, because Nick, just think about this. If you were a single man out there in the streets, if you don't do what she's requesting, are you going to get a return visit?
Nope.
So what does the guy have to do?
You got to do it.
You're like, well,
whatever. That's the answer. What does the guy got to do?
Whatever. Because Nick, if you show up, and here's a trip. On my show, we did a live chat. Every single female we've had on, we asked them that question. Like, what do you think about a guy? Producer Tim always asks us, like, what do you think about a guy who shows up and be like, is it okay if I do this? She's like, he's done.
Yep.
He has to be the man and going in there and making me do shit. And he was like, so, and that gets him to, she goes, if he does that, he gets whatever he wants. It's the women who want all the degenerate shit.
Yep.
Dudes aren't, men aren't tying women up like that. They don't. Like dudes don't wake up going like, man, you know what? I'm 16 years old. I've been watching porn. I'm ready to go ahead and start tying women up. No. 50 Shades of Grey became a thing, right?
Yeah.
Every damn girl out there, I want a dom.
First of all, no, you don't.
Yeah, right?
Because that's
not
there's a big difference between having a dom and being tied up on occasion.
Yep.
Lot of differences there. But no, first of all, what are you, in the Navy? You know how to tie all these damn knots anyway? Like,
here's my bowline knot.
Tina says, it seems like any more people are pussies. I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of cancels in Vic's future. I hope I'm wrong. I mean, well, the problem is a couple fold. One of the main ones is the people who don't like Vic are absolutely obsessed with him. And it's horrifying.
So let me ask you this, Nick. Do you think a lot of this Vic hate, regardless of where these people are coming from, do you think a lot of it's just they have nothing to do? Because Nick, think about it. Can you think of anyone in your mind right now that you can go like, Nick, you hate? Probably not. But let's say you really dislike, right?
Yeah.
You are so busy because you got all these damn kids and a wife and a YouTube channel and a business. Like, you don't have time to sit and think about it. Nick, how do you have time to sit here? Like, these anti-Vic people?
I don't know.
How do you have that much fucking time in a day?
It's been 2 years.
2 years. Like, you remind me of? It reminded me of 4 years of Orange Man.
Yeah.
There were people with TDS for real.
Yep.
And I'm like, all day though?
All day.
All day. Nick, I don't give a fuck about Joe Biden, right? But here's the thing. I'm not on social media, so that you could argue that's the case. But say I was, right? Say I was on Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff. Nick, I wouldn't be tweeting about Biden.
Yeah,
I got stuff to do.
My whole thing, like when I tweet about anything, something prompts me into it. Like I see something. That's what I use Twitter for. I have a passing thought about something based on a prompt. So I see a news story. It looks stupid. We're going to look at one in just a second. I make a little, here's my thought about it that takes 1 second. So it goes up on Twitter. That's that. I have plenty of people I don't like, but I don't think about them because why would you have time to do this?
Hey, it's Ken Jennings.
Hey, what's up, Ken? Ken's counseling couch. All right, let's speaking of that, let's take a look at this. I tweeted about this earlier today. I'll read this to you. So this is from the Madison Metropolitan School District. You received this message yesterday afternoon, but one of the Zoom links has been updated. Please see below for the updated link.
No,
thank you.
This can't be real.
Hello, West families. Looking back on all the police brutality and violence that is going on in our country and our communities, and even after the verdict of Derek Chauvin and the murder of another young black female. The murder
you mean
of another young black female.
So here's what's funny. What would they have called it had the cop done nothing?
The
murder of a black female? Like,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It is very necessary to have space for our families to discuss and process. First of all, let's be real clear about this. It is not necessary for families to process anything unless they're involved in some way in this issue, like they know the girl or whatever. Stop it. The most important thing we can do for our students and their families is to continue to our work to build strong, trusting relationships as we engage them through virtual and face-to-face learning. Only after we establish these strong connections can we expect students and families to openly share and dialogue around such complex issues. We want to work together to help our students and families feel safe, discuss challenging issues productively, and think about how they can make positive changes in our community. Please join tomorrow, blah, 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 at these Zoom links below. Zoom link for parents of color. Zoom link for white parents.
First of all, white is a color. Okay, now, Nick, this is something I have to say. We need to get away from that first. The whole persons of color and stop. Okay.
Well, all minorities are the same.
Of course, according to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah. and so they're the ones that are pushing for segregation, right? So the same people that took about, we're the progressive party, and they're the ones segregating all the time, right?
Yep.
This is written by a woman. Did you see this written by a woman? Yeah, woman, right in your face. And then it's like, and black woman, and she's a black trans woman who's disabled.
It's
pansexual.
I opened my Chrome browser the other day, and it had like the Google thing on there, and then my frequent links, and then it had a new thing at the bottom, and it said, search for local owned or local businesses operated by women. I was like, why?
Nick,
first of all, if the business is operated by a woman, I don't care either way.
You just go for whatever you go for.
Literally, like I guess it's a list of sandwich shops.
Well,
I don't know.
You know what's funny? Sandwich shops. You know what's hilarious?
Yeah.
Nick, if someone starts putting it in your face, ironically enough, what does it make you not want to do?
Yeah, then I don't. So I didn't click on it because I didn't want to punish some business I might go to.
Yep.
First of all, there aren't that many businesses by me that I don't know about anyway. But who cares? Why is that a thing? Why do people care what person?
They're the real racists.
Whatever.
They're the real sexist. Nick,
doesn't make sense.
If I walk into a business,
yeah,
and I don't go in there like I only support black businesses or women businesses or white business. No, I go like this. Oh, I like the food here. I like whatever product they're selling there. But I tell you what, Nick, what would turn me off? If as you walk through the door, they're like thrown in your face, like, do you know this is run by a black person? This is operated by, you'd be like, bruh. You see what I'm saying? Like, same with women. This is operated by a woman, and it was a woman who designed the architecture. You just be like, yeah, I just came to get what it is I came to get and leave.
Yeah.
Like, you don't like being preached to, man.
Right. It's like, I'm sorry. Do you have batteries? Because that's all I really care about. I'm just here for some double A's, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're just there for your purpose, not for woke points and stuff. But you know, they're gonna regret this. Oh, can they see that?
Yep.
Oh.
That's too bad, isn't it?
This is beautiful. You know what? God bless you, Washington Examiner, for pointing this out. Black-owned businesses in George Floyd Square say they are in desperate need of help from the police. The businesses are struggling to stay open due to rampant crime. I want the crime to increase. I want every MLK Boulevard, every Abernathy Square, George Floyd Square, and all these other ain't shit people squares and boulevards and streets and bridges. Nick, do you remember? There's that scene, episode 1, when Palpatine is masquerading as Darth Sidious on the little hologram. And he goes, wipe them out. All of them. Yeah. Exactly. Because, Nick, what do you think about that? But that's what you wanted, right? Like this is exactly what you said you wanted, right?
Yeah, the funny thing is, I would love to see our society move to a place where we don't really need an interventionist police force, right? Where we go back to kind of the original sort of use of police, which was, okay, they're like a cleanup crew. They go serve warrants. They go arrest people who have been accused of a crime or whatever. They go take care of it. Not like call the cops to come stop the thing.
Yep.
Because I want people in society to be able to deal with those things themselves.
Yep.
However, we're not there.
We're getting there.
Like I would love to get to that place.
I do.
We're not gonna get there.
You'll end up with federal police before that happens.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's like, so I agree. I would love to be able to defund the police because they're not necessary.
Mm-hmm.
These people want to skip all that and forget that the other people around them who want the police defunded, there's a reason they want them defunded.
Absolutely.
They want to defund the police so I can steal this car.
Absolutely. Like those German shepherds who went after that Arab man in D.C. and it was the carjacking death.
Yeah. God, that was nasty.
I mean, I'm looking like
he was bent in some bad ways.
Yeah. Oh, you know what though? I gotta say this. There was a National Guardsman that was there, right? Unfortunately, a black dude, probably raised by a German shepherd, who did nothing but help the girl get her phone. But you just saw these girls kill a man.
Yep. Here we go. Check this out. So the BBC interviewed, they found a black retired cop. Have you seen this?
No, you said BBC, so I thought you were going somewhere different.
The British Broadcasting Channel found a black cop to interview, retired black cop to interview to ask about the Derek Chauvin charges.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Here we go. Let's see. I haven't watched this yet.
Mr. Larry there. Right, we can speak now to Brandon Tatum, a former police officer and founder and CEO of the Officer Tatum. Thank you very much for coming on the programme.
My pleasure.
So we're going to talk about lots of the wider issues just in a moment, but first of all, just wanted to get your reaction to the conviction.
Well, first of all, I think most of what I heard on the broadcast all the way here is confusing to me. I think we're living in the twilight zone. This conviction, in my personal opinion, did nothing for our country. I mean, people are living a lie. I mean, this was one police officer, one person in the community. They found him guilty. This was the swiftest justice I ever seen in my life. The day after the film came out, he was arrested. He was tried. 10 hours of deliberation. He was convicted. I'm not really sure why people are acting like this is monumental. Also, he did not get a fair trial, in my personal opinion. There was a lot of obstruction that had happened. They paid the family out $27 million before the jury could be selected. I mean, they're going to have a case in appeal. So I don't know why people are celebrating, and I don't know why this is such a big focal point other than people are making money off of the pain of people in our country.
So you're objecting firstly to some of the things that happened around the trial, which now that there is a conviction, I think we should probably park that. But secondly, you're upset that there's a amalgamation here of a wider sense of a landmark case and this one specific court case.
Yeah, this is not a landmark case. I think this is a political agenda. They're pushing lies in our country. Policing in America is not inherently racist. We don't live in a racist country. This was an interaction between a police officer that I thought did the wrong thing and a black man who was on drugs, high, resisting arrest, and ended up being killed by that police officer. That's as simple as it can be. The president of the United States got out and made a fool of himself trying to promote racism in a simple police encounter that the officer got convicted on.
So you reject President Biden's comments about systemic racism and it being a stain on the whole nation?
Yes, President Biden is an idiot, in my personal opinion, and he's just talking because he's a politician.
Hold on, there's another clip. Whoops. When you draw the wrong card, right?
Yeah, you draw. Here's what's funny.
Well,
I'm aware of. He's a YouTuber. I'm aware of who Brandon Tatum is. Now, I do think Brandon Tatum. I gotta call the dude out. I gotta call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
While
can we not use racially loaded technology here or terminology here?
I do think too often he does go a little too, because I've been around cops and that blue shield shit. It seems there's times where they won't say a cop can just do no wrong. I'm like,
yeah,
and I will say Tatum. I do say in that regard, Tatum can be a little wishy-washy, and then sometimes I think he's outright cooning. Right? I'm just gonna be honest with you. There's times I'm like I've listened to him. I'm just kind of looking like
I've never even heard of this guy.
Yeah, I'm fully aware of who this dude is, and I'm just like Nick. There's that line between like a base black dude who doesn't put up the victim mentality.
Sure. And
then when someone tries to like I'll give you an example. Brandon Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
If he walked up to most white fathers and he's trying to date their daughter, there would be an issue. If he says like no issue at all, stop. You see what I'm saying? Like dude, the cooning needs to go down. However, he does have his points on this.
Yeah.
On this particular, like how I feel about him on other things,
So this guy's a YouTuber?
Yeah.
How does the BBC not realize what
I don't know how
card they're
missed.
pulling?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that, what happened is they figured because Nick, here's where the racism comes from. They believe all black people are the same,
Right.
and they believe, well, if I pull any black guy, he's gonna come in and be like,
He's a black police.
justice for Floyd, and
We need a police officer. And if we pick a black chap,
yep,
he'll come in and say Derek Chauvin was a racist who wanted everyone to die. It'll be perfect. Right?
So,
like that's
yeah, and yeah, they thought they were gonna get another black Democratic imbecile on the plantation. So when Tatum comes on, and did you see how flustered the guy was? He kind of had that.
and see him trying to like he wanted to take issues off the table. Like, well, he's convicted, so I don't want to talk about the trial and all the things you brought up about not being fair.
Yeah.
Like, let's get rid of that. Let's focus over here. And what about Joe Biden? Joe Biden's an idiot, in my opinion.
And he is. And he is. And
that was magical.
I just love, because I deal with guys in my Discord that are from over there, right?
Yeah.
And I got a German brother in my chat, and he said, dude, all we hear about from in terms of like the U.S., we only heard Orange Man bad.
Yep.
And we hear that everything the left does is good. Like oh, they're perfect. Yep. Biden is great. I'm like, that's the news you're being fed? Same in the UK. He said, dude.
Did I tell you when my parents went to, they were in Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy is driving my parents around. The drivers make $20 a day. And that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so that's like a week's pay for a lot of other people. So the driver's driving them around, and he starts apologizing to my parents about the sad, impoverished state of people in America. And my parents are like, what?
Right.
Because they're looking at children wearing like ripped up bed sheets and stuff like that. And not just like a few, like all of them. And they're like, no. Like they're like, oh no, we hear on the news all the time about the poverty problems in America. They're like, no. American poverty's way different.
Yeah.
Way
You gotta
different.
scale it. Well, one thing I did find funny about this video here, so I get this fucking tape on my fucking face.
Your tape is wilding out with Nick Cannon.
Yeah, this is fucking terrible.
You go fix it.
Oh my god.
It got twisted around. It's not going to stick
Damn it.
ever again.
Fuck. So, one of the things that is so striking to me is Biden running his fucking mouth, right?
Yeah.
As in Jim Crow Joe himself. So let me get this straight. Jim Crow Joe is who passes the crime bill. The Democrats push what? Single mother-led households, especially in the black community. They push Planned Parenthood. Everything that destroys black people, right? Eugenics.
Yep.
That comes from the left. It comes from the Ku Klux Klan is a Democratic organization. And there's Joe Biden still running his fucking mouth to these ignorant ass old comfortable Negroes and their demonic offspring that stay on the Democratic plantation.
Yeah.
He has some nerve. Joe Biden, Nick, honestly,
we just got to get these troubled youths into prison, right? With the crime bill.
dude,
Man.
I can't even. I question you, man. You sit there because Nick, they can't even say something about Joe Biden. Ask somebody like this, like, hey, what policies does he stand for?
Well, he's not Trump.
We got Trump out of here. Okay.
Oh, did you suddenly get a job? No, I lost it. But it's going to come back.
He's got. Dude.
Here we go. Let's watch the second clip here.
Let's do it.
Nation.
Yes, President Biden is an idiot, in my personal opinion, and he's just talking because he's a politician. Systemic racism. I mean, if you look at Joe Biden himself, he spoke at a Ku Klux Klan member's funeral and did the eulogy of Robert Byrd. I mean, he is white supremacy and racism if you want to say that is the case. And now he's the president. So if he really cared about white supremacy and racism, he should step down as the president because he's an exemplification of that very thing. These people are just running their mouth and they're not being honest We don't have a problem with racism in our country. We have a problem with people not following the law. We also have a problem with politicians making up things so they can get reelected. And that's exactly what has been happening. That's why you never see anything change. They're lying to us.
So the rate of people being killed by police rate is higher amongst black people than amongst the rest of the population. How do you account for that if that isn't a systemic racism problem?
Yeah, first of all, that's not true. Twice as many white people go killed by police every year. Twice as many white people go killed unarmed by police every year. You just don't see it. There's a gentleman named Tony Tempa. I guarantee you anybody watching me have no idea who Tony Tempa is. Tony Tempa was murdered in the same fashion that George Floyd was killed.
Worse.
But because he was white, we don't hear about it and nobody cares about it. Nobody's talking about police reform when he was suffocated and killed, but they only talk about it because George Floyd is black. Black people commit over half of violent crimes in this country and only make up 13% of the population. They commit over half of the murders in this country, but only make up 13% of the population. And we can agree that 13% of the population aren't the criminals. There's only a small fraction of the black community that's doing this. So that explains why police are in the black communities more, and that explains why black people are incarcerated more. They are making up lies saying that it has anything to do with racism. Do you understand that there's black police officers too that patrol in many of these majority black cities? Are they racist? No, that's not the case. They're just making these things up, in my personal opinion, and they're riding a wave of dead black people in order to make money and be politically and get political leverage.
Brandon Tatum, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us. Thank you.
That was the end of the interview.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey,
thanks for coming on.
The people in his earpiece said, Nick, cut.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, I will say Brandon Tatum definitely destroyed that British cuck.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know what it is, man? What's sad though, Nick, is that when white guys get gunned down, no one gives a shit. You don't even hear nothing. Like, it's
like we should be mad. First of all, if we're gonna be mad about police violence, we should be mad every time someone gets shot and have which is unrealistic, but have a conversation, right? An ongoing conversation about, okay, was this justified? Blah blah blah. Most of the time, people don't even know someone's getting shot down, and the worst part is a lot of times when they find out, they don't care. But like most people don't know who Daniel Shaver was. I mean, he mentions Timpy, but that Daniel Shaver guy, he gets shot down in the hallway of that hotel.
Dude,
that cop got rehired so he could get his pension. Like, insane.
The way they did him, I would argue, Nick, if someone had to show me a video where they say, of all the things,
yeah,
I would put Daniel Shaver and Tamir Rice on the same level. Because when you start gunning down kids, it's like, whoa.
Tamir Rice was the way that cop came out of the car gunning at like a 12-year-old was...
That's insane.
Pretty...
And so that's one thing. The Shaver thing, though, Nick, you can't scream contradictory... instructions at somebody while aiming guns at them.
Yeah.
Because they're going to start panicking.
Then you got, did you ever see the one where the two cops knock on the guy's door?
I was here with that. That was because the neighbor said he was playing games too long, right?
Yeah. The neighbor said, I'll say whatever you want me to say to get them to be quiet. Like, on to the 911 dispatch. Like, just get them to quiet down. So then I think he ended up reporting it as like a domestic. They were playing video games. And the guy, because it's 11 o'clock at night, he answers the gun with the door, sees it's cops, goes to put the gun down, pop.
So Nick, I'm glad you brought that up. Last night when you and I talked about the Floyd thing, I said, regardless of what side you're on, I said, just remember this. Let it not be over $20, right? And people you started having people, and I'm just like, oh, here we go. Because they don't understand what we're saying. Nick, the guy, he was in Arizona. The guy who got gunned down in Arizona, let it not be over a fucking bogus call. Like, I'm tired of seeing people, I don't care if it's black, white, man, woman. I don't want to see Justine Damon get gunned down making a call and run to the cop. Like, you're dying over, when someone says, Nick, man, it's a lot of people dead over nothing. That's what nothing is referring to.
Yep.
It's not, here's the thing. The German Shepherd who tried to stab the chick, Nick, that's a legitimate, like, yo, you were trying to end someone's life, so
Yeah,
you
you're
see what I'm
done.
saying? But when someone says, so what is the issue? I just want them to quiet down. Let me get it straight. You ended someone's life. Nick, what about Tyler Barris, right? He's that punk kid who what do they call it? Swatting. He swatted that guy, remember?
Oh, yeah.
So now a boy grows up without a father because you got the wrong address,
Yep.
and he gets dome shot. Done.
Yep. That was bad.
And it's like,
And that shoot was really questionable. The one, because that's the one where like the cops across the road, and the guy's like up on his porch, and his hands go down, and then like come back, and the guy pop, and it's like, wait a minute, he didn't even know what was going on.
I just don't like seeing it, man. Like I get tired of all these things where it's like, people don't understand that here you're having people that are losing their lives over, Nick, I mean, over nothing though. Because Nick, think of it like this. It's like robbery, right? You get robbed and someone says, I want your chain. When you always have that guy, right? The tough guy.
Yeah.
Nick, there you go.
Yep.
Take the chain. The guy
First
who
of all, don't wear a chain.
Yeah, don't wear a chain. But some black dude was in Colombia and got his life yeeted they for over a robbery over a chain, right? Don't floss in these countries, bro. Do not floss.
You should look downright plain. You should look like khaki dad.
Yep.
You did cargo shorts and a t-shirt.
Yep.
First of all, you're in another country. Why would you ever look nice?
Yeah, don't be out there looking like a baller. And but Nick, that was my point. Here you got people out here, and listen, I don't want to see the dude lose his life, but it's like at your funeral, people are like, "Yo, man, this dude died over a fucking chain."
Yeah.
Like it doesn't, because like I'm not gonna be one of those guys like, why are you wearing the chain? What? Because you can say about anything, right? Like you and Lady Rackets could be anywhere, and you admit it yourself. Downtown Miami is not safe. You could have been robbed.
Yeah. I'd never carry anything of value.
Yep.
Like, oh, what, you're going to take my phone and my credit cards? I mean, if that's the worst thing that happens to me, that's fine.
Take them.
Yeah. But no, it's, I can't, yeah. What was like the movie, right? Nobody. Does that watch have value? I mean, to me, it does. Give it up. I mean, okay. Like, take it.
Yep.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Because here's the thing, Nick. The watch doesn't matter more than your life. And then your kids don't have dad.
Right.
And that's where people need to really start thinking, man. Like, in the Dante Wright thing, obviously more details will become forthcoming over the next probably months or so. But Nick, I don't want people's lives ended over a traffic stop.
Yeah.
It's
well,
like...
to be fair, his is a little bit more because he had the warrants.
Yeah, correct. The warrant.
Right.
Yeah, but that's not, and let me just say this, Nick. Will you Negroes stop getting warrants? Will you stop? Will you stop fucking up?
Hey, how many warrants have you had on you in your entire
None.
life? Really?
Yeah.
Not even one?
Ask me how many times I've been to jail.
How many times?
None.
What?
Do you know why I wasn't in jail?
Why?
Because my dad beat the shit out of me with a Switch. And I don't mean the Nintendo.
Yeah.
So when that happens,
Although he would.
He would. But see, what happens is when you go through life, Nick, and you grew up in the 80s like you and I did, 80s and 90s,
yeah,
where parents didn't allow fuck shit. And Nick, how many tattoos do I have? None.
10. He's lying.
No tattoos, no piercings.
He just got a tattoo on his chin. It looks like a big ass hole.
But that's the thing, Nick. At what point are we gonna go like this? Like Castile was getting pulled over because a black guy in a nice car. He didn't have warrants. He wasn't. You see what I'm saying? Like
it was. Wasn't it a tail light or something?
It's stupid. It's something ridiculous because that can happen to anybody. Like I've gotten pulled over for like, hey, did you know a tail light? How the fuck would I know that?
Yeah,
like,
I still don't actually even know why. I don't know if anybody knows why Philando got pulled over because the guy who shot him, the partner wasn't aware of what was going on, but the guy who shot him was super nervous. Came up, really hot.
He was bitch made.
And the suspicion is that he thought he identified a robbery suspect, but I don't know if that ever is clarified.
Dude, man, but it's wild though. I tell you like this, man, and this goes for the cop side and civilian side. But like I said, you need accountability on both sides, Nick, and both sides have to have a mutual understanding and agreement to conduct themselves in a certain way.
Yeah.
Because, and this is what, Nick, these black dudes out here running the streets, these fucking warrants. And then, because Nick, it doesn't help your case. Stop fucking, why is it, Nick, do you ever think this stuff, how hard can this be to not get your black ass locked up, to not get a warrant, to not be out here doing fuck shit? It shouldn't be that difficult. Like, hey Nick, you know what I'm going to do?
Yeah.
I'm just going to go to work, and then I'm going to go home. Then I'm going to go to the gym. You see how everything is just like this. You always return to base, right? Home is base.
Right.
Why are you doing other shit? Why are you doing criminal shit? Ever? You're too damn old.
Yeah,
You're just too damn old, man.
Well, I've said it a couple times. I've seen a couple criminal defendants who they just keep having interactions with the police. I almost never have an interaction with the police. I only have an interaction with the police if I'm driving too fast.
Yep.
Other than that, you're just not gonna. And these people seem to have them all the time.
Yeah.
They're making they're making their lives very difficult.
Hey Nick, trouble just seems to follow me. No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. You're the trouble.
It's a product of your life choices.
Yeah. Oh, but if someone then become a cop, it's easy to bitch about shit, do something.
What?
Oh no, I saw that because I hear people say that. Here's the thing. I don't know if that was directed toward what I was saying, but I just talk about accountability on both sides. Like, civilians shouldn't be getting pulled over and start running toward their car, right?
Yeah.
And then cops shouldn't be answering a police call, and they show up and shoot a guy who's putting a gun on the ground in an open carry state. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And I hope that guy's a cop, because people who always say that, Nick. Well, you should. Are you a cop? Because the same people who always say that, that's, you always hit them with that, and they're like, well, I'm not, but I'm not the one saying it. Like, Nick, we can be anti-pedos on this show, and that's like someone saying, well, then you should go work for the FBI. Are you serious? so every anti-pedo person on earth is working for the Fed now to go bust pedo. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, the whole thing. It's amazing that same argument is like, oh wait, you can't comment on abortions because you're not a woman. Like, it doesn't.
Yeah. Here's the thing, Nick. They can comment on you paying.
Yeah.
You is the father. Next thing you know, dudes out here getting served, daddy by default in Michigan. And you're like, the fuck? Nick, women are always making demands on men's behavior, the male gaze, what men can and can't say online, offline. You're gonna pay for this kid even though it's not yours. But when a guy's like this, yo man, this is how I feel about abortion. Whoa, my body, my choice.
Yeah.
You want to slut walk, right?
Yep.
Hey man, you can't be objectifying. Like, don't say nothing to me. You don't control me, patriarchy. And it's like, yeah, okay. And then what happens, Nick? 20 years later, I'm a good man, God. And they're miserable, sitting in cat piss. Their life sucks.
Okay. We've got, oh my God. I got another thing coming up here.
Oh, yeah, I do know that about the Fed, though. Don't get me wrong. Make no mistake. Yeah, these people are in on it, man. Because Nick, prime example. People have known about the Hollywood rings for years, right?
Sure.
And yet, no one seems to know nothing, right? Local police. So for all you Blue Lives Matter people, how come local police has done nothing about all the pedo rings? Nothing. The Fed, California, with all the Hollywood elites and everything, nothing. These politicians, Nick, nothing. So the same people who are always, the cops are always right. Then why are they doing shit? Because they're compromised.
Cringelord, no, I didn't miss yours. I was waiting for Drex to finish.
Okay.
That was the next thing here. Cringelord says, requesting a shout out, Louis Rossman, a champion of the right to repair, is trying to take on the walled gardens with a massive right to repair campaign push. Search Let's Get Right to Repair Past and to pull up the GoFundMe. Okay. Hold on just a... Here it is. So here is this. I'll pull it up here. Whoa, he's already raised $633,940 out of $6 million requested.
Who's this?
This is Louis Rossman. He's a guy who's trying to do the right to repair stuff. Because like Apple products, you can't, if you repair them on your own, you void the warranty and stuff like that. So he's trying to get a bill passed that would guarantee that you have a right to basically do what you need to do with the hardware that you own. Because that's the new thing, right? Like, well, you bought this PlayStation, but if you do anything else with it, we'll brick it. It's like, but I bought all the shit that's inside it. Like, if I don't want to use your stupid software, that's my choice. Same thing with the Switch. Well, if you put a homebrew OS on the Switch, well, you know, blah blah blah, you don't get to use it. It's like, huh? Sony will ban you. Like if you do the homebrew stuff on a PlayStation, they'll ban you from PlayStation Network for life.
Damn.
Which is crazy. But yeah, right to repair is about, you know, voiding warranties and stuff like that. You should be able to choose who repairs the device you own. So here's the thing. It already exists in the automotive industry. Should be a concept, or you should be able to choose who repairs the device you own. So here he's trying to raise money. So if you guys believe in this, you can. My audience has asked why we do not do a direct ballot initiative. It worked for the car people, right? It did, but it also cost him $25 million. They're very expensive. I've reached out to the firm that was able to get the direct ballot initiative passed in Massachusetts for automotive right to repair. They were very helpful and explained how and why it would cost $5 to $20 million. The worst.
Fucking.
You look like you've been chewing tobacco your entire childhood.
This is why you shouldn't do it, kids.
So anyway, that's what's going on. He's trying to get a whole bunch of money to do this. So not sure. He's got started a 501c4 nonprofit called Repair Preservation Group Action Fund, which seeks to get the legislation passed through a direct ballot initiative. So that's the idea. If you guys want to support it, you can go ahead and support it there. It's I guess you can Google "Let's Get the Right to Repair" passed, but I'll also put it in the chat.
What a name, Louis Rossman.
Yeah, I need to probably get him on the show sometime and talk to him.
Well, yeah,
he's a pretty interesting guy. He's got a YouTube channel with 1.5 million subscribers talking about this issue because it's such a weird issue, right? Like if you buy an iPhone, you should be able to take it wherever to get it fixed, but you have to take it to an Apple store to preserve the warranty. But okay, here we go. This is a video. All right, here's a video. This is a police body cam footage, and this cop is charged with manslaughter for this video. Oh, you're gonna watch someone get shot.
Hey, buddy, come here for me real quick. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Who are you?
You're jaywalking now.
Who are you?
Get over here.
What country is this?
Someone, I need cover. Come here.
No.
Come here.
No.
We're not playing this game, dude.
Why don't I play this game either?
You're jaywalking. You're throwing
Okay,
rocks.
and who are you?
Officer Hall at the Danville
Yeah,
Police.
from where?
Come
Authority
over
of what?
here.
Authority of
Come
what?
on
No,
over
don't
here.
fucking touch me.
Dude, come
touch
on.
me and see what's up. Touch me and see what's up.
Drop the knife.
No.
Drop the knife.
Kill me.
Drop the knife. Someone, shots fired.
So you dared him. You dared him to do it.
Why is he charged with manslaughter? Drop the knife.
Mm-hmm. Damn. That body just falls. So this is when keeping it real goes wrong, right?
Yeah. It goes real wrong,
Dude,
real fast.
So, Nick, remember when I told you I've never been to jail? And I've never gotten
California officer charged with manslaughter in 2018, shooting of unarmed man. I mean, he's clearly got a fucking knife in the picture.
He's got a knife. I'm just saying. But do you see, once again, here's the thing. Okay, we don't know why he was called, right? Why was officer called?
Yeah, he mentioned you're jaywalking, but he also said you're throwing rocks.
Are you throwing rocks?
You're a grown-ass man.
You're a grown-ass man.
You're throwing rocks
I mean, you're a grown-ass man with like a 2-year-old's intellect, but what are you doing, man? Like, look, Nick, this is why I went back to you, right?
Yeah.
Stop. If you guys don't understand.
Oh, he's not charged for this issue. He was charged for a different issue. Thank you, Al Sharpton's taxes. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, Nick, we're getting to this point now where, stories are getting twisted and stuff. But it's like, here's the thing. If someone's telling you to stop, right? And let's just say for the sake of argument, you had headphones on. But once you realize that the cop is approaching you, you look, yo, what's up, man? I got headphones. Yeah, what up? And then you can, wait for the directions, right?
Yeah.
When you just start jaywalking and saying, like, don't touch me, it's like, here's the thing. You're not doing yourself any favors, man. That's all I'm saying. Now, he's probably raised by a German Shepherd. More than likely. Because most of these guys are. But it is what it is, man. What it is.
Livingston said the footage exonerates him. It does. My minor criticism is once the cop saw the knife, I think he should have backed up a little more.
He should, yeah. But
then he maybe wouldn't have had to shoot. I'm not saying his shoot was unjustified because dude's advancing on you with a knife saying, kill me. You got to put one in him. Yeah. Like, no.
Man. And they talk about mental health in America, right, Nick?
Yeah.
And this guy clearly, either it was a mental health thing or it was a drug thing, which you could argue is kind of like one and the same. If someone's high on drugs, they're mentally fucked up. It's like, Nick, where do they find these people, man? You ever think about that? Like, where are you? Was this in California?
New York.
New York. Okay, well, it's just as much of a leftist shithole. And that dude was 33.
So he's got a different manslaughter and felony assault charge during a vehicle pursuit in November of 2018. So.
But, okay, so this is yet further proof that I think cops should do what I just said to do last night's stream. What they need to do, Nick, is just stop answering the call. Only go to the nice neighborhoods. That's it. Nick, I'm going to declare it now. If you are a law enforcement officer, only go to nice neighborhoods for any call. Because here, watch this. Hey, Nick, what are calls in nice neighborhoods for? Domestic kind of thing. Like that's it.
It's almost always domestic.
Basically, it's an argument, right?
Wait, California outside San Francisco? Oh, sorry.
I couldn't see where the.
I thought someone in the chat said it was New York.
Oh.
My bad. So outside of San Francisco.
Sunny. Okay, outside San Francisco, it's a shithole. I was just there not that long ago. Oh yeah, Danville. Yep. So if I'm a cop, Nick, I only go to the nicest of nice places. If you send, the call comes in and they're, we got some issue over here on Crenshaw. No, I don't associate with people in Crenshaw.
This one,
no.
My minor opinion is that he's just a little too close to this guy. If he would have backed up, he might not have felt the need to shoot.
Did the article say unarmed man? Go scroll up.
That's a different one.
Okay.
A different part.
Knife wielding. Yeah.
Yeah. He's charged in shooting a different unarmed man in 2018.
Come here, who ignored the commands. The clip shows we're not playing this game, dude. You're jaywalking, you're throwing rocks. Here's my thing. So, jaywalking and throwing rocks, here's the thing, Nick. I don't want a guy to lose his life over jaywalking and throwing rocks. The reason the guy lost his life was not jaywalking and throwing rocks.
Yeah.
It was after jaywalking and throwing rocks, he decided to pull out a knife and say, shoot me. And in advance, sword the cop who has a gun drawn. But you always want de-escalation. You know what I'm saying? You want de-escalation of any situation. But it's like, Nick, just stop.
Yeah.
It doesn't end, right? Like every time you see these videos, you're always like this.
First of all, he pulls is one thing to remember. He drew the knife on the gun, on the cop. Like advance or no advance, he drew a knife on a cop. Like you're asking to get shot, And then he asked to get shot. Actually.
Yeah, someone just said something I was thinking too. It's Captain Mojo said, cop probably fired too quickly, but don't pull knives on men with guns, cop or not. He's right. Because, Nick, even if that guy wasn't a cop, and for whatever, Nick, you could just be standing there just like waiting for a light. And if a dude pulls a knife on you, you have to assume, and they advance towards you. I don't know, man.
Death Wish, you think this is an unjustified shooting? He took one step, he gets shot. Yeah, he's got a knife in his hand, and he's feet away. The body cam footage makes it look far because it's a fisheye lens, but he's actually, I mean, when you see here, we'll go to the next.
I saw someone in the chat, they moved from Crenshaw last year, and he said it's ratchet as fuck. Nick, it's ratchet as fuck, bro.
Here, we'll go, look at how close he is. Here, guy's backing up. Pulls the knife. Cop's 2 steps away. And the guy is walking forward. I mean, that's a step and a stab. And you're dead.
He could have maybe gone back more.
I think the cop I
think he could have gone back a little more.
I think the cop should have.
The
second the guy has the knife out, he should have backed up about 5-6 steps.
Saying drop the knife.
Yeah.
More, and then at that point. But it's just too close of a call. So that's why I say, I'm a fair judge. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be fair. I look at what action someone's taken, and that's why when these kind of things happen, Nick, I always tell people, man, make sure you have that same smoke. So if a cop does something wrong, make sure you got that smoke for the cop. And when the civilian does something wrong, make sure you have that smoke for the civilian. I see too often, I know you've seen this, Nick, people pick a side, right? Mm-hmm. They pick they'll pick the victim side or the cop side, right? Yeah. And they just stick with it, which we were talking about earlier, right? A narrative. They just go like this. Nope, it's gonna be this. And it's like, yeah, but I mean, kind of like when the girl got stabbed, right? Or the girl was about to do the stabbing.
Yeah.
Look, if you start saying the cop should have shot her in the leg, he should have shot the knife. How's he gonna shoot the fucking knife? How is he gonna tase her?
He's not gonna shoot the knife.
He's not gonna shoot the knife.
And you can't taser a guy in 4 layers of clothing like that.
No, and 4 layers of fat. So that's not possible.
That's why she didn't shoot him for jaywalking. The guy pulled a knife on the cop.
And that's the thing, and we gotta say this also, Nick. Media has to do a better job of reporting, and that's why independent media has been sprouting up, especially on this platform. Because Nick, the media has been lying, and that's what Brandon Tatum was talking about. He was like, "Yo, the media's been lying to people." Because so Nick, that guy was talking about how many black people get shot by cops, right?
Yeah.
And here's the thing: it's going to be a disproportionate number because when he says 2 times as many white people get shot by cops as black, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, sorry, Brandon Tatum. At the same time, blacks make up a significantly less portion. So
right.
if that ratio were to be more accurate, you'd be going like this. All right, you have 5 times as many white people, then white guys be getting killed 5 times as much. Obviously, there's other factors, Nick.
Right. He brought up the amount of the crime statistic.
Correct. Yeah, because as a cop, like he said, in those communities, and he even said, and shout out to Brandon Tatum for actually addressing this, because it doesn't get on enough. Which is in those communities, Nick, it's still a small portion. There's this myth, Nick, that every person of blank group is committing crimes. No, Nick, it's a small portion of people committing crimes.
Mm-hmm.
That's why if you go into prison, you go like this. Damn, there's not that many people. Nick, most of the people that you encounter in a day are free. Right. The only way you can see someone who's in prison is to go to prison. There's not that many people in prison, man.
Yeah, Death Wish said leave him alone. Yeah, if he's just jaywalking, I agree, leave him alone or say, hey, knock off the jaywalking and let him go. I don't know what's up with the throwing the rocks thing. So that's something we don't.
That had to be why the call was made. They saw a guy knows. Why are you throwing? But if you were throwing rock, Okay, here's the thing. I don't know why the cops were called. Right?
Is you endorsing the state killing people? No, I don't want the guy dead. But if you draw a knife on a cop and advance on him, and that cop's 6 feet away, what do you think's going to happen?
Yeah. Here's the thing. Why is it always someone doing fuck shit? And too often, black males. Stop! But Nick, they can't. They can't because they're emotional. They're emotional thinkers, and they're raised by German Shepherds. And this dude, Nick, but don't ever pull out a knife and then say, shoot me while walking forward.
Just don't pull a knife on a cop.
What are you doing?
Like, that's insane. My mind is blown here because, like, you've got a guy pulling a knife on a cop, even if the cop is in the wrong. But by the way, the whole idea of, the guy should have stopped immediately because the cop issued an order and he said, hey, you need to stop. And he is committing a crime. Like, I agree. Jaywalking, let him walk.
Nothing. Yeah,
like it's completely pointless. Whatever the rock thing is, we don't know. But unfortunately, if you are committing a criminal act like jaywalking, as stupid as it is, and a cop tells you to stop, you are legally obligated to stop.
Correct.
You're under arrest at that point. Pulling a knife is a quick way to death. All right, I got a couple more chats, and then I got a more uplifting news story.
Oh, God.
Maybe.
Wait, now you say uplifting. Do you mean uplifting like your Lizzo post?
No.
Your 8 foot wide hips girl?
No. You sent me that.
Well, I mean,
yeah, that was your
someone
fault.
sent it in my chat, and then I sent it to you.
CJ says it's not just bricking or voiding the warranty back to the right to repair. It's about not releasing the ability to diagnose and reset the software after a third-party repair, John Deere and Apple. Also not allowing aftermarket parts and locking OEM part supply. Yeah, it's a big issue. I'm not very good at explaining it. That's why Louis Rossman is covering it and talking about it. He's much better at it. Stormcrow 900 says 21-foot rule. Says if a knife wielder is within 21 feet, it's almost impossible to not get shanked. Backing up a step or two will not help. Hilarious documentary and educational video that covers it is Surviving Edged Weapons. So you can check that out. Here we go. Are you ready for this news story, Drex?
Wait.
Former school paraprofessional takes plea bargain for shooting and killing sex offender. So this guy on the left shoots this pedo on there. Nebraska man and former school paraprofessional James Fairbanks, 44, pleaded no contest on Thursday to second-degree murder for shooting convicted sex offender Matteo Condalucci. Matteo, yeah, I guess.
Probably Matteo.
In a 2020 confrontation. There's no dispute Fairbanks did it. He repeatedly admitted to the act, even sending a letter to media outposts before his arrest. Yeah, I did it.
Yeah, I did it. What? Hold on, look at this guy's face. Scroll back up.
Look how serious he looks.
Hold up. No, wait, what's this guy's name? James Fairbanks. This man looks like a man of principle. Nick, let me say something. If you had to choose who you would allow your 5 children to be around ever while you go like this, hey, I gotta walk into this store for literally 1 minute. You have 60 seconds to be alone with my children. Do you choose James Fairbanks?
Or do I choose curly-haired mustache guy?
Do you choose? Dude, well, first of all,
I choose the man who looks like he'd change the oil while I was in the store. Right?
And he does.
Look.
This dude has no chill. Nick, do you see that face? You see this man's face? This dude has no chill.
Blam!
Oh, someone, who is that? Pony ain't right. He put that quote from, was it Matthew McConaughey movie? Yes, they deserve to die. I hope they burn in hell. Oh, no, that's Samuel Jackson.
That was Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, that was his line.
It was also a Matthew McConaughey movie.
Yeah,
so Time to Kill.
That was it. Time to Kill. My brain has killed me. But look at this guy. He's a mouth breather. The pedo.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, hold on.
James Fairbanks has never opened his mouth in his entire life.
Never.
He eats.
He texts outlets. He doesn't even speak to them. When they do interviews, he just goes like this, Nick.
No, he wrote letters. Drexel, he wrote a letter.
You know what?
Not an email.
This guy better not be serving 1 fucking day in jail. Anybody who eats these kind of... Look at this guy. Hold on. Nick, do you know what my problem is, this guy? I'll be honest with you. You know what my problem is? He's 64 years old.
Yeah.
He had 64 years on Earth to live looking like that.
Yep.
At what point did a guy who looks like that, somebody go, whoa, Nick, you can't be in this neighborhood. I want him investigated.
Let's see the story. Here we go. As far as the prosecution was concerned, the dispute was over whether Fairbanks did the right thing, whether the defense was disingenuous. There are a lot of criminals in the world, said Deputy Chief Douglas, County Attorney Brenda Beadle. You don't get to confront them and then try to claim self-defense, especially when you do all this research on someone a week before you murder them. My man had enough.
My man literally, Nick, he looks like let me research first. Okay, let me ask you something. Based on James Fairbanks' face, do you think that's what happened? Do you think he was like minding his own business, looked at that dude, or like saw him engage with children, like,
he saw his 64-year-old man like squat down and pull out a pop, like a little lollipop or something, hand it towards the kids, and he went, like Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino, and he zooms in on the eyes, and it's a red. Dude, this dude researched him, Nick. Nick, his Google search. If this man, hold on, who was the prosecutor again? You know what? Let me just say this.
Brenda Beadle.
Fuck Brenda Beadle. Anyone who's, I'm tired of this whole like, it doesn't give you a right to. Yeah, it does. If you are a pedo, you have no rights. You don't have a right to live, first of all. You are a pedo. That fat black dude, what was it, EDP? Does James Fairbanks have a GoFundMe? Does he have a GoFundMe? I will donate right here on stream.
Can we get James Fairbanks to Bakersfield?
Look.
He's got a mission.
Nick, this man.
Send James Fairbanks, a.k.a. John Wick, out to Bakersfield.
but Nick, this is my point. These prosecutors are always sitting there doing like this. But now, Nick, this is where I go at people that are all this Blue Lives Matter shit. You don't see cops do too much about certain people.
Here we go. Here's what's happening. You can see this. Condalucci was convicted of child molestation in 1994 Florida case and a 2007 case out of Sarpy County, Nebraska. Prosecutors in the latter incident considered him a dangerous offender even after his 2009 release from prison. For a time, he went on...
Go back.
What?
What stands out about that sentence?
Even after his release from prison in 2009?
2009!
2 years. After his second offense.
Who's the problem? Is it the fucking prosecutor? Go ahead.
For a time, Condalucci went on to become a street minister to the homeless in Omaha, serving meals and giving haircuts. But Fairbanks, who is the father of sons aged 12 and 17, said he was apartment hunting and learned of Condalucci's past when researching the neighborhood he planned on moving into. Claimed to have witnessed him pretending to wash a truck in order to leer at a group of nearby children.
Dude.
The defense account is that an armed Fairbanks went to Condalucci's home, told him he was moving nearby, and pointed the rifle at him, not to murder Condalucci, but to warn him against harming any other kids. Back off! Condalucci backed up, but the defendant mistook an object for a purse and thought a woman might have been at the scene. In that moment, the resident allegedly charged Fairbanks, who opened fire multiple times.
Now...
Blam, 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 blam.
I'm going to be honest.
He was coming right for me.
Nick, we got to get this story straight. I'm going to guess this is the defense's account because the other dude got gunned down. Nick, my man had no chill. He was like, I saw something. I thought.
It was like at first, there could have been a woman there.
This dude is a G. My man literally said, I saw there might be somebody in trouble.
Prosecutors basically called this story a bunch of BS. The defendant was not apartment hunting. He was pedophile hunting.
Oh, shit. Oh, this is beautiful.
Let's see. Before the incident, Fairbanks looked up whether the state's death row had a commissary, what punishments men got for killing sex offenders in the past, whether a local gunshot alert system could hear such sounds from inside a home, how self-defense is defined as opposed to second-degree murder, and even the way to another sex offender's home. He had a list.
You know what? Hold up. Go back up to the top of the article. I got to see this guy's face again.
He's like, Tired of these fucking pedos.
My man is straight up Elmer fudded it. He literally went out with a rifle like, I'm going to get these. Nick, he was cleaning up the neighborhood. Nick, anyone who wants this man to spend 1 day in jail, fire them from whatever job they're doing. Nick, okay.
Here we go. Fairbanks has apparently gotten the lion's share of support on this. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Laura Smith certainly shed no tears for the deceased man. She's the mother of the boy in the 1994 case and started a Facebook group against Condalucci. Smith said her son died of drug problems in 2017. She blamed it on the abuse. Oh, man, she could...
Yeah.
Yep. She should have gotten to hold the rifle. Accordingly, she told the World Herald last year that she did not think Fairbanks should get jail time. Condalucci's daughter, Amanda Henry, who said her father abused her as a child, argued that Fairbanks should only get probation.
You know, that's really telling, though, Nick.
Murdering
Because normally a daughter will, you know what I'm saying? Like, even some sickos, like the BTK killers, like, well, I know my dad's a monster, but I mean, he's still my father. He loved me. It's like, he did some fucked up shit. So, yeah, you know.
Murdering my dad was a horrible thing, she said. But children are much safer now. Any other child he could have hurt is much safer. Whew! This guy only got caught twice. I mean, listen.
I was thinking that too.
When your daughter says all children are much safer now.
Because are you sure he didn't do something to her friends? Nick, look at that gap.
To her.
94 arrests, right? A conviction. And then another in 2007.
Yeah.
If you think for a second this guy did nothing before that 94 and before that 2007 and that all
and
Nick,
after.
I bet you, and this is something I tell people about when it comes to crime stats. What people don't understand, Nick, and you and I did the research where only 1% of Americans are currently incarcerated. 1%. What you have is, Nick, it's one perpetrator committing the same crimes over and over.
Here's how unpopular pedos are in reality. Not on Twitter. In reality.
Twitter.
Fairbanks' ex-wife, who previously sought protection orders against him in 2016 and 2018, also voiced support despite their past. A prison term is inescapable, however, under the terms of the plea bargain, faces 21 to life at the sentencing set for July 14th. The victim's son, Joe Condalucci, acknowledged his father's criminal history and was distraught over his sister's allegations, but he said that Fairbanks was looking for evil reasons behind his father's routine behavior, such as cleaning his truck. The guy didn't know my dad, he told KATV in 2020. He didn't know anything about him at all. He knew was stuff that he'd seen online. Defendant told the World Herald after the court that he regretted what he put his family through. just that, though.
Hold on. Wait, I gotta see this guy's face. Does this look like a face that should spend 21 hours in jail? Nick.
21 seconds.
Wait. Oh shit, that's a state case, so you can't pardon him.
No.
You would have to have
the state governor.
State governor would have to.
Nebraska.
In Nebraska. You know, my sister's in Nebraska.
Oh.
Yeah, I need to tell. Wait. So James Fairbanks.
Yeah.
Let me text her right now.
Okay. Are you ready? I've got Brenda Beadle, prosecutor.
Oh God, it's gonna be great. Nebraska hero. Do what you need to. In order to free this man. Get governor to pardon him.
Here we go. You ready? Here's the prosecutor.
It better not be a fat bitch. A feminist. There she is, y'all. That's Brenda Beadle. That's who is protecting a pedophile.
To be fair, she didn't do a very good job. That guy got his ass waxed.
My man said he charged me. He charged them bullets. Bruh. It's a super, yeah, they're right. It's a Karen.
Yeah.
What do you think? Of course she's gonna protect a pedo.
Oh man. Oh, that was good. See, I told you.
Oh, you see that?
What?
Beavernator said he lives in Omaha, and it's a huge. He said huge pedo something. Yeah, huge leftist pedo problems here.
Oh, I'm sure.
I believe it, man. Dude, how can this guy, Nick, when you see a face like James Fairbanks, that is a man of high standard, a man of justice at the edge of a fucking rifle. But that story, Nick, what do you think? Okay, so you're his defense attorney. What do you do? He comes to you.
I say, we're going to the jury trial, and we're just going to say, come on.
But what about the story? When he gets put up there for cross-examination, right?
Yeah.
And they ask him to explain.
Yeah, you let him testify.
Oh, you always let a guy like, hey, Nick, what happens when they get to the part where he actually shot, right? Describe what happened. Nick, what are you going to do? You're going to be the attorney. You're going to be looking at him like, no, James, remember what we talked about.
James, I'm going to need you to calm down when you're up there. I can't have you salivating when you think about shooting this guy.
Nick, okay, here's what's funny.
Would you shoot him again? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I? I got a gun in my pocket just in case a pedo shows up.
Nick, okay, last night I talked about one of my greatest fears is dying before I can delete my search history, right?
Yeah.
What do we have to say about James? Nick, can you name anyone whose search history can beat James Fairbanks? My man said, Nick, the alarms, this dude literally went pedo hunting. I mean, this dude, he's a national treasure.
Yeah. It's good. It's good stuff.
That would be a good defense, though, by the way. Nick, get mad.
Yeah. Here you go. How many of you have kids? Aren't you glad this man's here? You really want to put this gem away? Just saying. I'm trying to see if there was anything else that I had.
Clayton Bigsby. He's right. It's why a lot of people have an issue with the justice system, Nick. That's all about paying taxes. That's the reason why they give drug offenders huge time, but pedos skate because they are the pedos, and they do peddle the drugs too. But that's a whole nother topic for another day. Oh, big pharma, fucking drug cartel. I mean, Nick, I haven't seen a face like that since you and I and Lady Rackets watched the prison documentary.
Yeah.
And that dude's face was dead serious.
That dude's eyes were big.
Hey, Nick, what are you in for?
Sorry.
The big eye dude. So what are you in for?
Murder. How many? 2?
That they know about. I mean, dude.
You just asked him what he was in for.
Hey, Johnny Apocalypse said it. He said search history more like a hit list. Dude, my man, Nick, he literally hunted. Like,
can the gunshot detection system hear inside a house?
Dude, I don't know how this guy is not. He deserves a Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh yeah, that needs to happen more. All right, was there? Let's see. What is this? Yeah, I think maybe we should. There's a bunch of chats. We should probably read those, and not do a 4-hour show tonight.
I know, right? I don't know what happened, man. I did text my sister to get this man pardoned.
Sounds good. Get her out there. Get her on the case. Joseph Kerwin says the hunt continues in jail. Did I miss these justice chats?
Oh my God, that just hit me, Nick. I can't believe I didn't think about that. What
Right.
happens when he gets locked up?
Well, he's got
Because you have access to their jackets.
Do you remember the ending of the Apostle?
No,
With Robert Duvall?
I remember the movie vaguely.
So he's a preacher or whatever, but he lightly taps that man with a baseball bat and kills him, and then he ends up getting the whole thing. He's like, God puts him where he needs to be because he runs, but then he
Fuck this fucking thing, piece of shit.
maybe you bled more onto the bandage, it would stick to your face. he's like, God puts me where he needs me, right?
Yeah.
And then the end of the movie, of course, he goes to jail. And then the next scene is him.
Where's the tape? Fuck.
It's upstairs. The next scene is him, or the ending credit scene is him singing. Like, he's got all these prisoners singing gospel songs with him, right? It's like, that's exactly how James Fairbanks' story is. God puts me where he needs me. The after credit scene is him shaking pedos in jail.
Nick, it's really hilarious. I just think it's funny because Nick, he's gonna have direct access. When you pull up that face and you see a man whose face looks like that,
you saw how wide his head was. You know how thick his forearms are?
You know he has that.
He can choke a man easy.
He has that Russell Crowe unhinged look.
Here we go. Joseph Kerwin, I missed these from earlier, says, tie women up for sex, pass. I just want to lay back with a beer and a sausage roll and watch her do all the work. Bobby McBobface says, so how long until we get separate but equal drinking fountains again? That is the question. They're pushing that racial segregation. This is.
Yep.
I just hope the whites only fountain has Gatorade in it. I mean, if we're gonna have separate,
you want to get something better.
Exactly. Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna start reading the rest of the chats, and then we'll see where that takes us. Wolfgang Deo says, hello, Nick. I went back to my college today after I took a week off to let the current situation pass. Made a solid stand against woke academia in my writing before coming back. I think my in-person professor feigned not understanding. Oh well, last week. Just get through it, buddy. Just get through the semester. Wolfgang says, Drex, your jaw needs to ease into sucking dick. Note to others, don't just take the biggest cock you find. Start with Asians. Aww. Wolfgang says, reminds me of Richard Schimmel. Get into the dentist's office. Dentist puts you on laughing gas and then says, you might feel a little prick in your mouth. And the response, you better turn that gas all the way up before that happens. Phoenix Lord Asserman says, Drexel, check out Lone Wolf McQuaid. You might find it an exception to your Chuck Norris opinion. Also, glad you guys enjoyed Nobody. It's a great movie. Lone Wolf McQuaid, didn't we watch that? We did a watch party of Lone Wolf McQuaid.
Was it terrible? If it had Chuck Norris, it's probably terrible.
It was better than Delta Force.
Dude, all of Chuck Norris's movies suck. They sucked as much as your fucking tape job on my chin. Invasion
USA is pretty funny. Just because the guy fires the same rocket launcher like 15 times in a row and blows up a bunch of houses with people in them. Malik Foxon says, someone suing Apple for banning them from the platform after they spent over $2,000 on movies and now don't have access to them. Seems the trial is going to be a quibble over the definition of buy versus rent. I was going to send you the link, but forgot. Oh, that's interesting. Because, yeah, that is the problem. What if you get banned from Amazon or Apple or whatever? Like, you dumped a bunch of money into digital content. That was always my problem with, like, World of Warcraft and stuff banning people. Like, that they paid for that. Yeah, stop spamming, please. That'll, it's the only way you can get muted on the channel. It's amazing. Crusader says, Drex, Nick, what's worse? Simps giving money to e-thoughts who hate them, or nerds who simp and give money to terminally woke properties like Star Wars and The Last of Us, whose owners also hate their guts? Or is it the same thing?
Star Wars people, like people who are given into these woke properties. Because here's the thing. You and I can both agree. One of the main reasons why
you look like you're about to start telling me about a law with your beard.
Look, this hot ass room, it keeps all the damn humidity now on my face against this beard is causing this shitty rap job you did to fall off. So here's my thing, Nick.
Yeah.
The guys on OnlyFans, right?
Yeah.
They are pathetic.
Mm-hmm.
However, at least they can say, hey, I want that validation from this girl. And even when we say, hey, she has like, there's still something they get back. You know, like
They're at least getting the validation,
they're at least getting the validation.
even if it's just in their mind.
Correct.
Yeah.
But when you go watch these properties like Last of Us Part 2, Star Wars, Nick, they're openly, even on the Disney accounts, right? They like mock
At least
the fucking people.
At least the chicks say, "Give me your money."
They do.
The woke properties say, "If you believe in this politic, don't give us your money," and then people still go do it.
Yeah. I said that multiple times. I will not support anything that's woke. Period.
That's why you're
This fucking thing.
why you're not supporting that bandage either. Bad Dragonite says Yellow Flash says Mortal Kombat has zero wokeness in it. Thoughts? I mean, I don't have any. I haven't seen it. TLJ Screwjob says this is like if Nick complained about RE and Capcom Resident Evil and Capcom changed it. Nick wouldn't actually buy the new product since he could care less, even IRL, while Drex would probably stop buying them. Lose-lose situation. Yeah. Yep. I would make the Resident Evil series even more woke. Knight of Hope says, Drex, I saw you roll your eyes when Brandon said we don't live in a racist country. Just wondering if you could elaborate on how you feel on that statement. No judgment, just trying to figure out what you think about that proposition. Genuinely curious.
Oh, I just wanted, like I said, I'm not going to go into some long, like, drawn-out thing. I just use the dating thing because I think it's the easiest one.
Well, the question is there racism? I think that, yeah of course there is. Then the other, the subsequent
I wouldn't call this like, I wouldn't call it a racist country. You see what I'm saying? Like, but what happens is to pretend that certain shit isn't real, pretend like just like, no, everyone's the same. Like, no different than you go into a family court and you see women get treated one way and dudes get treated another.
Right.
So clearly there's sexism. You see what I'm saying?
Well, the question is there racism? Yes. Subsequent question is, how big of a problem is it?
It's lower on the list. Very low.
That's the thing.
It's very low on the list.
We're not at critical racism.
No.
We're not 1963. You know, there's a big difference between the racism that exists, because racism now is shunned. Like almost.
Well, hold on.
Open racism.
You know what? Honestly, I should go back.
Okay.
We do live in a racist country.
Okay.
Because now the racism is just against cis white males.
Right.
So everything is bad. You see what I'm saying? So I would make a valid argument now. Like, if you're a straight white guy, do you not feel attacked at all times on, name it, media, commercials, everywhere, movies, everywhere you look, straight white male is demonized. Yeah. Black men, they want to put a black guy in a dress. They want to put like I said, Desmond is amazing. So yeah, I would say yes, the United States is a racist country because right now, the people they go after just happens to be the white guy.
Right. It's not racist in the way that we would think about from the 60s and the
Correct.
50s.
It just changed.
Right.
Yeah, it changed who the new target is.
I think there was actually a magical period where things were pretty balanced.
I would say that period was the 90s. I don't know about you. Fuck this thing. How bad does it look?
It's scabbed up. It's not that bad. The bandage isn't doing you any good.
Yeah, I know.
It's just covering the thing. And not very well. I mean, you look like a mutant. Fucking hideous monster.
I can't wait till these goddamn drugs fucking kick in and get rid of my infection and my swelling and have a regular fucking chin again instead of whatever this abomination that I have right now.
like if James Fairbanks or whatever, if he saw you, might be concerned. That big ass chin. I don't trust this guy.
Oh shit.
Synac 8 says, I used to work for Apple IT. Last time I checked, they won't brick your phone, but the reason why self-repair voids warranty is because they're not responsible for you breaking your phone. Yeah. There's a whole Apple wants to monopolize their own repair market, and that's part of the problem. They're creating monopolies for their own products. The problem is you buy the product. You buy the phone, hardware included. And that's been my issue forever. When if you guys don't remember, the original PlayStation 3, you were supposed to be able to dual boot a Linux operating system on the PlayStation 3. That was sold as a feature. And then people did it. Sony changed their policy and kicked people off of PlayStation Network when they did that. And that is ridiculous to me. Like, they shouldn't be able to do that, in my opinion. But that's me. As long as you're not messing with their service or whatever. Malik says, was talking with a coworker about Knife Girl getting shot, and apparently she made the taser argument, and I told her, watch the video. She got a bunch of info from the video. Then she told me she had no idea about certain details. I told her, stop watching mainstream media. Yep.
We talked about that. Texting Mama Vic. She's asking about the face. I guess she saw it.
She must be watching. Hi.
Hi, Mama Vic. Yeah, she says, getting a large Band-Aid. I guess they got it for, they got some that use on hair-covered areas. I didn't know that. I'm still going to shave, though. I'm going to shave.
We just don't have anything here at the house.
Yeah, nothing at the house. Yeah, but I'm going to shave when after I drop my daughter off tomorrow.
So let's see. Timothy Reaper says, those who live by the knife will die by the gun. Deathwish says, Daniel Shaver, Philando Castile, and Tony Timpa were bullshit. George Floyd and the 16-year-old black Michael Myers were legit. Mr. Rigsby Gaming says, if y'all want to commission me to draw the Healer's infamous slap scene, I'll do it. Just throwing that out there like the Healer did. Dear transcriber, Ron Toye is a soy-filled wife-beater who loves the cleanup after his chick gets run through.
It hurts so bad to laugh because my face can't move except from the left side. So I'm like, Nick, it's literally like you laugh. It's like,
trust me, I know. He asked me if he could lick my big cucumber.
It's such an asshole.
Timothy Reaver says, Drex keeps giving us these words of wisdom, but all I can see is that thing on his face. Drex's chin alien says...
Yeah, these guys are fucking savage. I love it. I can... Oh, shit. That was savage. I like that shit.
Says, might seem dumb to call the cops about throwing rocks, but a few years ago, some kids killed a pregnant woman when a rock busted through the windshield and hit her.
Ooh.
I also heard a number of other people died because throwing rocks was the fad or something. Man, you ever get hit in the head with a rock?
Yeah. At any speed.
That shit hurts.
Yeah, for real.
God, I hate that. Deathwish says, I'll say this, cops need to start yelling, he's coming right for me before shooting. Uncle Jimbo knew it was up. He's coming right for us. He's coming right for us. Timothy Reaper says, Condalucci reminds me of an old video called Pedophile Beards. You and Drexel should check it out. It's only a minute 17. You know it's in there already. Night of Hope says, I'm sure your sister appreciates getting a 1 a.m. text on a Friday night about this.
Of course. I miss her. I gotta go visit her in Omaha. I haven't seen her in too long. Well, and now my homegirl moved out there from Chicago. So she moved from Chicago to Omaha, and that's a change of scenery.
A little bit different.
Yeah.
Silky Johnson says, did you hear the story of Nyara Givens? She was a 13-year-old black girl that was stabbed by a former friend and died from her injuries. I believe the stabber was black. Total silence from the media. It happened before that fat hog was shot. Terrible story. Deathwish says, we disagree on the Tyrell shooting, but I still love you, Mr. Raggets. Thank you for the entertainment. Hey, Deathwish, this is the channel where you're free to disagree. Always.
You know,
of
Nick,
course.
you and I have talked about that before on this channel, which is whatever happened to the days, and I think you're right, it may have been the 90s, Nick, where you could disagree, and it was, that didn't mean, oh, I hate you. Do you notice that now, like, people are becoming more and more divided? Like,
I can't imagine not liking someone because of a disagreement unless it was a disagreement over, like, whether or not my family should be safe.
Yeah.
Like, it would have to be so massive.
Because here's the thing. I can look at, like I said, I looked at that Brandon Tatum video, and I may have certain issues with Brandon Tatum, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's my opinion. I don't have like some vendetta against the man. You see what I'm saying? And I can look at the points that he makes and go, yeah, I like these points. You see what I'm saying? Like there used to be a time, Nick, where people could say that and they could still sit down and eat, laugh, crack jokes, and everything is cool. Now it's basically, you wouldn't know about this, Nick, but I get guys that send me dating profile pictures, right? Like little screen grabs. Mm-hmm. And
you've sent a few to me. They're hilarious.
They're hilarious, right?
Yeah.
And what you're starting to hear more often is people being like, if you don't, have my political leanings, then no bueno. Nick, there was a time when no one, do you remember back when, even when we went to school, do you remember anybody like really talking politics, like in terms of who they were going to date?
No, people who talk politics in high school were fucking irritating.
It was horrible.
I mean, politics at all.
At all.
Like, I knew I had a few friends who I might occasionally talk some political thing with, but you're in high school. Oh, you're pretty much an idiot anyway.
Yeah.
No offense to high schoolers, you're just.
I don't think that, Nick. I started thinking back. 18-year-olds allowed to vote. Like now that we're older.
You start
Nick,
wondering how wise that was.
That I'm not on that bandwagon, bro. Like because I think about how. Remember, who's been indoctrinated by the time that they fresh, ripe 18-year-olds. Yep. Time to vote. Well, you know how they're gonna vote. Because they don't have kids. Take more money from these people and give to these people. Wait, what?
Yeah, just take the money.
Yeah, just take the money. Hey, Nick, print money. Open borders.
You got your hand on the copy machine, just hit it.
Just hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raise it to 30 or just make it taxpayers again.
Yeah.
Net payers. Let's see. Yashken says, Drex, we all know that you and Nick, that Nick and you had a fight and you took the L. Just admit it, man. Yeah. About time.
You know what's funny? You actually mentioned that when we went to go get the drugs.
Yeah.
You said you got to come up with a convincing story. I think it's going to be the new cover story.
Why your face looks like it was hit by a claymore. Also, you should watch Shield Hero or at least the first episode of it. Hey, Nick, if you're looking into the Libri coin case, the Ripple cars might be one to keep an eye on. Okay. Silky Johnson says, that Chad pedo killer Fairbanks is a fucking hero and a legend. I hope he dropped a wicked one-liner that would make Rowdy Roddy Piper shed a tear. Hell, let him go loose in jail, and every pedo he brutally murders, give him time off. That's community service. Oh, my God. Malik says, careful, Nick. You remember what happened last time you called someone a mutant? Yeah, thrown off of Twitter forever. Architect of Fate says, hey, Drex, who throated you out? Looks like Throat Abuse made a new series. Hashtag Estonia has the best women. By the way, Apple destroys right to repair. So there you go. Ever hang out with any Estonian chicks? I mean, any women who are coming out of a country that suffered under communism, they have the right build.
They do.
The food was scarce.
I'll tell you the closest I got. Latvian.
Yeah. Are you crying?
Yeah, Latvian. God bless Eastern Bloc. Nick.
Yeah.
God damn. Yeah, Eastern Bloc. They're all great.
Mm-hmm.
Those Romanians. Damn.
Internet Tab says that other chatter is correct. Look up the Franklin scandal and cover-up happened at Boys Town in Omaha, Nebraska. Of course, the official story is that the troubled youths are liars and it was all proven false.
Oh, Porzingis' sister's hot? I'm going to look her up.
Who?
Kristaps Porzingis. Basketball player. Kristaps Porzingis. I guess his sister, so I'm about to look this up.
Let's see. Synac8 says, Nick, you mutant cabbage with eyes. It's not monopolized when the fix is free. You would do the same thing if someone buys one of your shirts, rips it with a knife, patches it up, then demands a new shirt for free. Huh? No. There's a difference between demanding a new phone or new shirt for free, and me saying you're not allowed to repair it anywhere else. I mean, someone can repair their shirt wherever they want. I don't know how I would have the power to restrict them from patching up their own shirt.
Yeah.
So it's not quite the right thing there, I think. But I don't know. I don't know. Unanswered question says, I think over the past decade we've had it pretty good. So good that that the AIDS-riddled lunatics had to make up shit to be outraged about. Calling a tranny a dude is equal to Pearl Harbor to these fucks. What the fuck will they do when real tragedy strikes? Crusader says, Drex, do you feel that Nick is discriminating against you by not carrying bandages that match your skin tone?
I do. And then you mocked my suffering.
Well,
I don't know how I feel about you mocking my curly fries eating. The struggle was real.
You should have milked that. I would have bought you more curly fries to watch you eat them again.
Yeah.
How dare he call himself your friend, that racist, white bread, white supremacist? Well, I know that there was one thing I was supreme at today, and that was if I wanted to eat curly fries, I would have done a much better job. Much better job.
You ate the potato cakes.
Night of Hope says, potato cakes are good. Night of Hope says, man, I haven't seen a face that beat up since Monica caught Ron on the jaw with her cock. Fortunately, it's only 17 pounds and they had the barb removed already. So rather than split him in two, he just survived with a mild concussion. Sadly, didn't fix his gay. Monkey Ulta says, you got one of those Bogdanov brothers in studio. Nice. Come on now. Those guys look fucking weird. Real talk. Yashken says, new site name Crippled Chins. It's the new facial abuse.
Wait, say it again?
Crippled Chins. It's the new facial abuse.
Oh, I heard facial abuse and I perked up.
YouTube is asshole says, I like hard bastards idea. Let all these people that have divergent political, religious, etc. beliefs get together and have a debate and put it on the net like the black Hebrew Israelites versus the Jews. Can you imagine the insanity? But they won't do it. Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Night of Hope says, Estonia, ew. You know what they say about going Eastern European? You're not coming back with your fingers. At least not all of them. Sheesh. Do not listen to Drex. Don't marry my people. They'll find half of you in a piano and the other half in a cat.
Never marry. No, whoa. Never marry. Leave them where you found them. Smash, dash. No marriage.
Derek Bamanek says, Saw title loads into feed record scratch. Yikes, Drex. Hungry Ewok says, you two would make a great body cop movie. I think he means buddy cop movie. Speaking of cop movies. You got to show that.
Oh, God.
Show it to the stream.
Oh, wait, let me see if they can see this.
Is that from Pixlexia?
From Pixlexia. That's me and my chin, and then Nick's nose.
There's the buddy cop movie right there.
Oh, God. They did my chin dirt. Oh, yeah. So here's my chin in orbit. And then she hit me with this part of the chin.
You're the new Leno.
It's bad, man. That was savage. I like that.
Speaking of cop movies, we watched a trailer.
Oh!
We watched a trailer for a movie that needs to be witnessed. It's called Cop.
Starring
James Woods.
Wait. Can we watch the trailer on stream? Or do you have to pause it? Is that's on Prime, right? I'm about to look it up because I got Prime on my phone.
It's on Prime, but I think I can pull up the trailer.
Yeah, because the trailer's not the movie, so yeah.
Let me do this.
Whoa. I turn on Prime Video.
First thing is Cop?
No.
Oh.
Two dudes kissing. You know, it has the skip thing where, you know, it loads up something that Amazon wants you to see.
Yeah.
Like, really, dude? Come on. All right.
Hold on.
1989, Nick.
Here we go.
Oh, God, you guys got to see this shit.
Watch this trailer. Here, let me. Versi says, Drex, don't let Nick get away with teasing you about your big chin. It's nowhere near the size of Nick's nose.
Hey, this chin is temporary.
All right, here we go. Look at this. Look at this.
What city, please?
Like I'm in Hollywood and I want to report a murder.
I'm Detective Sergeant Lloyd Hopkins with the police department. It's about Julie Niemeyer.
Actually, I was thinking about calling you guys. I just didn't know what to say.
Why'd you kill her?
There's a dangerous man on the loose.
All I care about is stopping this maniac before he kills again. Do you understand? Come on, Dutch. You'll blow away a broad date. The least you can do is drive her home.
His boss thinks he's trouble.
If you go to the media, I'll crucify you.
You had a bad day, didn't you?
How can you tell?
You always shake just a little.
His friends think he's crazy.
No 1 day suspended from the force, breaking and entering, robbery, and now possible murder.
The ass poster.
We can lined up for tonight.
Women think he's a menace.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Try to think of a 3-letter word
Love this
for
fucking
explosive.
You're a cop. You gotta take me in.
Well, there's some good news and there's some bad news. The good news is you're right, I'm a cop and I gotta take you in. The bad news is I've been suspended and I don't give a
James Woods in the most startling performance of his career with Leslie Ann Warren and Charles Durning. When a man cares too much, how far is too far?
Whoever wrote that voiceover script
That voiceover, bruh,
needs an award.
dude. But Nick, everyone in the chat, that's what trailers used to be. They got you. They gave you a Nick. Watch this. What is the movie actually about?
Don't know and don't. I mean, a cop. That's all.
It's about a cop, right?
It's about a cop.
You like what the cop was doing in the trailer, right?
Yeah.
He's shooting guys. He's grabbing women, licking women. He's tucking his girl into bed. So you gotta have like a little emotional side of the movie. So you're like, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some quality violence and stuff in this and drama, and you would go see the movie.
Yeah.
Now they just give you the whole fucking plot.
Yep.
Everything.
Because their plots are vapid enough to fit into 2 minutes.
Yep.
Synag 8 says you can go anywhere to fix your phone. Apple will do it for free. Anywhere else will cost you, and then Apple is no longer responsible for anything else breaking. This isn't hard to understand this. Apple does a lot more than that. They do a lot more than that. Okay. Let's see. Next we got movie idea says Nick and Drex in a buddy cop 80s action film where they have to fight an army of simps while managing 6 of these damn kids and then get back to Nick's home in time for live streaming.
Oh, God.
Al Sharpton's Taxes says, Drex, you get that chin infection tonguing ghettopotamus asshole.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I was looking up a yellow sac spider because I don't think I've heard it. I'm not really that familiar with spiders, but someone had put that in the thing.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking at to find out, because I actually want to know what the hell bit me.
Yeah.
Like, you're kind of like, well, show me a bite. But the problem is when you look up like spider bites, Nick, it's always like some part, an area affected that like isn't you, right? It's someone's hand that got bitten, or dude.
Yeah.
I need chin bites.
YouTube is asshole says, hey Nick, you told Drex about the totally woke and don't you dare judge it bigot and not age restricted videos on YouTube of the gay dudes playing What Are You Shoving Up My Ass? Or its equally stunning and brave title, quality content, huh? Yeah, it was Dildo or Penis is the title.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude. Wait, so you're saying that's on YouTube?
It's not only on YouTube, it's kid friendly. Nick Surge says Drex's face reminds me of my foot when I was stung by a scorpion. Just a lot less football shaped. Happy healing, Drex. That was nice.
Yeah.
Ryan Gordon says hopefully it wasn't a brown recluse if it were a spider. You know, my grandma's cheek got bit by a brown recluse.
How'd she look?
I didn't see it. She had a hole in her cheek though. It went all the way through.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because it has like a dissolving thing. They had to stitch it back together. It took her a while to recover.
Holy shit.
My grandma, before she died,
yeah, she had like 900 surgeries.
Been through everything you can imagine, but yeah.
I miss your granny, man.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
She's a good lady. Alman John 1 says, missed the last 2 live streams because I had to work. I offer my life as penance for my incompetence. Street X DSM says, I stand with Bullet. Kyle Bishop says, I got my pink tank top today. It's okay to be a man. I put out that shirt. Did you see it?
Oh, you did?
I made a shirt. It just says, it's okay to be a man.
Nice. And it's always pink?
No, it's not always pink. But a couple manly men did buy pink tank top versions.
I would go pink. My favorite color.
Maybe I'll send you one. Tina says, we need another Ty and Drex stream.
Where has Ty been? I mean, he's probably doing cases too.
He's busy.
Yeah, I know he's a busy man.
He just got his second COVID poke.
Yeah,
too.
I'm sad to hear that.
E-Man2Manny says, here's some super chat for Drexel. Yeah, that's how this works. Here's also a book recommendation for him as well. Rapture Apocalypse Gate by Daniel Shinhoffen. His other books are also good on an audiobook format. Emery Kalame says, Drex needs to stop eating spiders. I know they taste really good, but you got to stop. No One Important says, Lethal Weapon 4 situation. Nick and Drex versus pissed off Jet Li in his prime. Would you two stand a chance? Yes. Easily. You know why? The same reason that Mel Gibson and Danny Glover win. It's because physics is real.
You absorb the blows. You have to go in and you're going to have to take the damage to get in.
And what is repeatedly shown to be true over and over when you see like Kung Fu Master fights MMA fighter, you're still like a 130-pound guy.
Yep.
Like all the Shaolin monkery in the world, there's still physics.
Yep.
You still only hit so hard. And then just grab that rebar and just lift him up.
The only thing that you can do to counter that would be to go for soft tissue, right? If you're the little guy. That's why they're going for throat, balls, eyes. Like you got to go for soft tissue, right? I mean, and that's why, Nick, you and I have talked about that. You always see like some like little guy hitting like a big dude in the stomach. It's like, don't do that.
I've hit big dudes in the stomach. It doesn't do anything.
Nothing. It does nothing.
Nope.
Big dudes, they just absorb damage. So they're going to run. They're going to charge. You got to go for soft tissue, man.
Yeah. It's messy. Samurai Knight says, you guys should go see Demon Slayer if you want a real movie of the year. Non-woke and badass. It's Japan's #1 movie of all time for good reason. Sage Emerald says, give me some of that Annabelle Peaks. Voice of a Free America says, which is bigger, Nick's nose or Drex's chin? I think it's been settled that it's my nose. Alex Ghost says, have you guys seen Boss Level? I heard good things from my brother who was supposed to watch it with me. It's Groundhog's Day with assassins. No, I've never heard of it.
Damn.
Sounds funny. Fabian Stashlevich says, dissing Vegemite again. It's delicious. You both don't know good spread. I could send Drexel some Vegemite lip balm. Just rub this
Vegemite lip balm.
Just gonna rub this jar of
You know what would be hilarious?
What?
If I just put a fucking Vegemite spread on this damn chin where the shit bit me.
Yeah.
And I woke up tomorrow and I'm like this.
It'd
Hey, what's
be
up?
healed.
And it's like, it's healed. It's like,
Yeah.
are you fucking serious?
Oh, I guarantee you that's how it would work.
Fucking yeast?
I see you guys got me to 1,000 likes. Much appreciated. I guess if you haven't liked the stream and you do enjoy it, please go ahead and hit the like button. I will take the 1K drink. I'm gonna have to go buy some more Daily Driver whiskey. This last one I bought is just not great. Oh. All right. Funny Valentine 2024 says, best redhead porn star is Summer Hart.
Who?
Summer Hart. There's a 5-minute video of her dressed as Godzilla destroying a miniature city to Blue Oyster Cult. Classic A+. What? Simon Taylor says, just found out my favorite actress is now homeless, living in some tunnels in L.A.
Yeah.
Damn shame. Jenny Lee used to be
Jenny
greatest
Lee,
of all
yeah.
time.
They did she was on a documentary, like Life After Porn. Nick, he means that literally. Like, she's literally living in tunnels, homeless, missing teeth and shit. I'm like, God damn.
Jesus.
Some drugs, man. That life. So I'm looking at Summer Hart, Nick. You know what she looks like?
Who?
A plump Lindsay Lohan.
You have a picture of her that...
And then... that one, yeah. Look, this one especially, right? Plump Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
That's it. That's a YouTube friendly.
Yeah, it's YouTube
She's
friendly.
still... she looks like a plump Lindsay Lohan. I can think of a lot of other redhead chicks I'd rather see, though.
Yeah, Jurassic Shark, he got antibiotics. He went to the doctor today and got all sorts of prescription pills. By the way, I should say, while people are still here, make sure if you're not to subscribe to the MGTOWN podcast. The link is in the description. You can check it out. That's Drexel's channel. If you're liking the banter here and the mild degeneracy, go check out his channel for the full degeneracy. and of course, lots of laughs, lots of insight, and lots of fun stories to tell. So make sure you check it out. Again, it's in the description of this video. You can find it, or you can just search MGTOWN podcast on YouTube. You're at 5.35 thousand now, so you got some nice gains.
Yeah, well, I did the show, and Angry Banlin was gassing up the chat, and we climbed over that. So that means we're gonna do the call in. Hopefully, I'll have a fucking face that looks camera ready by then.
I mean,
maybe.
You think healing that wound will fix that? Wolfgang Deo says, Drex, a maxi pad would have been better. Sheesh, Nick. Like, it's my fault. What am I? Do I look like a doctor?
Yeah.
True. Thick Anime Thighs says, names for Drex. Angel Dark, Blanche Bradbury, Claudia Mack, July Sun, Mina, Jolie Love, Cherry Kiss, Christy Black, Nicole Black, Sarah Twain, Bianca Blue, Taylor Wood, White Nico. You're welcome. So there you go.
I'm familiar with their work.
Infergano says Drex has beautiful eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Wolfgang Deo says, how the hell do people not know how to tie knots? Sheesh. Join the Navy and grow a pair of people. Chicks love sailors for a reason. Wolfgang says MS Paint lists white as a color. What the fuck, people? Maxim Perkonov says lol BBC. Vienticus Prime says, sent you in Twitter DM the image I used in my podcast yesterday for George Floyd Square. Notice the color of the only person drinking water. Oh no. Let me see if I can get that.
HBG3. Let's get a porn star chain going. Nick, I can't wait till the Human Centipede is on Prime. I think that'll be one of your best Twitch streams.
What was that?
Human Centipede. I'll never forget seeing that at old girl's house in California. I was like, we just had Nick, you just had that face the whole movie. Just the fuck?
Oh, it's the white and colored water fountains is the picture that the guy sent. I'm not going to pull it up, but yeah, for George Floyd Square. Let's see. Rob Price says, did you hear that the prosecutors are giving the 15-year-old and 13-year-old a deal, a weapons charge and a manslaughter charges, no felony charges?
No, I told you that. They're not serving real time. No jail. For killing a man. Tell me we don't live in a gynocracy.
Yep.
Dudes yeet a dude, game over.
Yeah.
Done. Like, especially having two guys killing a chick.
Yep. Kids would go to prison forever. Too.
Yeah.
CJ says, easy, what news outlet does research anymore? Jospy says, Nelly seems agitated. I think he's talking about you. I think he's calling you.
Nelly.
Bandpuff says, this guy is unfathomably based. Holy cow. Talking about the cop, the black cop from the BBC.
Yeah, Brenda.
Delacourt says, that blew right up in their face, but they couldn't just cut him off. They had to finish the segment. You love to see it. Tamara Holloway says, my godnephew Tay was stabbed to death last night by his boyfriend. Damn, he was only 25. His family is devastated. Prayers for his family, please.
Holy
Goodness
shit.
gracious. Comic Book Steals and Deals says, Drex, don't wear the blue medical face mask. Only use cloth. Same face travesty thing happened to me. So he's saying it was the face mask.
Mine wasn't that, though.
Yeah, I think yours was a spider bite. Cruise Review says, please nobody ask why Drexel's chin bite marks line up perfectly with Rekida's front teeth. Spider bite or secret late night foreplay. And Fergano says, Drex, I am sorry for the malice that my phallus has done to your face. Mr. Rigsby Gaming says, Nick, I thoroughly enjoy your streams, but the ones with Drex are truly great. I also really enjoy MGTOWN podcast. Y'all going to be at any shows? I'll buy around. Also, Nick produced the Suffer Not line. I should be at Anime Matsuri. So that's
I need to make a note of that in my phone.
I think it's July 8th.
Yeah. I want to get down there for that. Houston. Is it Houston, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Chode motherfucker 69 says he went full Gary Pluchet. You ever seen Gary Pluchet? Oh, Drexel.
Who's this dude?
Don't. We're gonna do this.
Yeah, I'm out of water.
Plouch. What happened?
Went down the wrong tube. Fuck. God, that's horrible.
All right.
Fucking die over here with that shit. Just eat that
Can you
whole
stop? I want to show you this segment. So could you just stop dying, please?
All right, so Gary Pluchet.
Plauche.
Oh, Plauche.
Whatever. Here we go.
Leon Gary Plauche was an American known for the 1984 vigilante killing of Jeff Dowsett, who had kidnapped and raped his son, Jody Plauche. The killing occurred on Friday, March 16, 1984, and was captured on camera by a news television crew. Although Plauche shot and killed Dowsett, he was given a 7-year suspended sentence with 5 years as probation and 300 hours of community service for the shooting and received no prison sentence. The case received wide publicity because some people questioned whether Plauche should have been charged with murder or let off. Plauche stated that he was in the right and that those in a similar position would have done the same thing. Gary Plauche lived in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He was separated from his wife June at the time of the shooting. During 1983 and 1984, his 11-year-old son, Jody Plauche, was taking karate lessons with an instructor, 25-year-old Jeffrey Dowsett, who had been
Okay, hold on. I thought that was going to show the clip.
Yeah, I'm with Jackson. That this thing was read by a fucking robot, and that was kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Doucette.
Here we go. Are you ready? Now I got it. I got it now.
Shot, and as he got parallel to me, Gary Plauche shoots and kills him.
Gary, why? Gary, why? And to this day,
Tell you
it stands
why.
out in my mind.
Raped his kid.
The shooter, Gary Plauche, says it was the most ideal witness in this case.
Here we go.
You can actually see him take the gun out of his boot, pull it up to the shoulder lever of Jeff Doucette, and pull the trigger and shoot him.
Boom! Right in the dome.
Yet Plauche,
Down
after
goes
pleading no
Frazier!
contest to manslaughter, got off with only 5 years probation.
So wait, what place was he in? What was the like state? What was the county he was in?
I don't know.
Because they're trying to send an innocent man to prison, a true hero named James Fairbanks, and that's in Nebraska. So where did this place?
Baton Rouge.
Oh, Louisiana?
Oh, wait, no, that's where Gary Plauche died. He died in Baton Rouge.
Oh.
So let's see. Let's see. Was that your jaw?
Yeah. My man put too much probation.
Baton Rouge Metro Airport.
Okay. Yep. So he's a Louisiana native. Nick, this man, whatever job he's working, he should be promoted. Doesn't matter what he's doing. Promote him.
Yep.
I want the guys like this on my team. The fact that we have a this is what we have in this world, where we have people who are co-signing the fuckery.
Blam! Sorry.
Nick, they're sticking up for pedos.
Yep.
And their rights. Their rights. You forfeit your rights as soon as you fondle children. You forfeit your rights when you start sending nude pics and shit to someone that you know is underage. Yeah, done. And Nick, here's what we talked about. Even if a chick came at you right now, like, oh yeah, I'm 18 even. You're like, yeah, nah.
Not interested.
Yeah, man.
Are you 40?
Nick on the cougar spree. Yeah, shout out to Corey Chase and Lisa Ann.
Let's see. No one important says this sounds like a Punisher remake.
Wait, which one?
The James Fairbanks. Torberin says a guy in Norway is in jail because he warned people of pedos living in their neighborhood.
Whoa. Warning them?
Norway is actively helping pedos.
Yeah, dude, if people don't see the agenda going on by this point, man, they're just too far gone. They're lost in the sauce.
Juan Cena says, I'm glad Santa Claus could join you on the stream today. Also, the best part, nobody was just beautiful. It really was. The smile on his face.
Yeah, that movie was nice, man.
HimFan8907 says, Omaha Scanner on Twitter will show you what really goes on around here. Check it out. Also, first super chat. Hey, thank you. Infergano says, oh my God, I gave Drex my herpes. P Mushroom says, Drex, who did you go down on to end up with that? Dalacourt says, Apple wants to monopolize their own repairs, but they don't even repair their own crap most of the time. Tyrannus Cygnus says, you guys rock. Drex, have you named the thing attached to your face? I think it's growing.
Yeah, hopefully. What is my steroid prescription? I can't remember which one was which. One of them is only 5 days. The other one's 10 days that I'm taking meds for. But so in 10 days, I should be looking like me again. 5 to 10 days. Because here's the thing. Yeah, I think the antibiotic one is.
Yeah.
Which one was the horse pills? Because the horse pills had all the pills.
Those are the antibiotic.
Okay, then yeah. So the swelling stuff should end within 5 days because it's steroid.
Yeah. And
then I just got to get the infection out. So, yeah. So hopefully in 5 days, I'll at least have a normal-sized chin that's still infected while taking the drugs.
Alman John 1 says, Drex, just want to say I appreciate you driving 2 to 3 long hours to do these face-to-face shows with Nick. Going to be sad when you leave the country, so I'll enjoy the face-to-face shows while I can.
Don't worry. You guys have so much. You guys have literally years.
It's a while.
Yeah, a long while.
Oh, speaking of not face-to-face, because I think you're going home tomorrow, right?
Oh, yeah. So we'll ride back tomorrow.
Flash told me to tell you while I'm thinking about it that you are invited on the show. I can send you the link if you're home. I think it starts at 9 our time.
I might be able to make it and do a little bit because I'm going to do live chat tomorrow. So the moment I drop my daughter off, I'll start live chat.
Yeah.
I may start it before, but you know how these damn kids are, Nick.
Yes.
So kids are always trying to like peep and listen to what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Your kid's a little different because you have the door there, but it's like my daughter makes it her mission to try to like
listen in,
sneak and listen in. I was doing a live chat once, and I was like, "Did I just see that door move?" Sure enough, of course, I saw the door move, and there she is. So, yeah, I'll see. I'll text you and let you know.
Yeah, well, I'll send it to you, and then if you, because they go for a while, so you can always pop in later.
Yeah, I can always, I pop in and say what's up.
Cameron Nelson says, laughing hysterically, take my money. Always. Cruise Review says, please nobody ask why Drex's chin bite. Wait, did I miss this? Oh, no, here we go. Can please nobody ask why Drex's chin bite marks line up perfectly with Nick's front teeth, spider bite, or secret late night foreplay? I did, but I think they sent it again. Roof Koreans will continue until morale improves. Says, can one be held in contempt for voicing their belief that Massachusetts lockdowns and political climate makes someone biased against the state during voir dire? Maybe. I mean, the court would have to tell you to stop. And then you'd have to violate the court's demand. Revenant 465 says, movie recommendation, Fat Man starring Mel Gibson. Yeah, I really wanted to watch that. That looks good. Faulty Pillar says, my popping, obsessed mom messed me up. All I want to do is squeeze that chin until my fingers hurt. Jack Frost says, Nick, look up LeBron James reading books collage. Dude only ever reads the first page. Random username 928405531 says, Biden took the rest of the super chat money with the new 50% capital gains increase. FML, got to get out, got to get free. Dude, I just saw that. The proposed tax rates on marginal income. I mean, fuck me. There's 40%.
Wait, on what?
Biden's talking about raising the upper level tax rates.
40% people just leave. Well, you got to pay for all the immigrants.
I can't leave.
Yeah, well.
Fuck. And like 50% on capital gains.
That's out of control.
Half of your capital gains.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking. But do you remember they were blaming Trump for everything? Remember that? Orange man bad.
Yeah.
He's taxing us.
But see, most of the Democrats don't care because when your base is lower income, they don't care about capital gains because they don't have any.
Correct.
It's like, Jesus.
Yeah, damn.
Especially with all the mining and like the crypto explosions.
Yeah, they're going to crack down on crypto. They're going to crack down on your retirements. Anybody out there, there's a 401k, there's a 424k, your Roth IRA. They're going to start attacking everything, Nick.
Oh, yeah.
Anything. Because, Nick, they got to squeeze the money from somewhere.
Yep.
Where are they going to get the money from?
They're going to squeeze it. They can squeeze it out of that damn chin.
Oh, shit. I can't wait till next time I come over here and my chin's normal again.
Yeah, right. I'll put spiders in your fucking drinks. Carnicle Blackburn, thank you for the donation. Albert Pike says, let's all take a moment to pray for Drex's chin. Gawker's Death Rattle says, hey, Nick, how did you get Ron Perlman as a guest?
The Hellboy chin, the Thanos chin.
CJ says, got a hole in your chin or something, Drex? E-Man to Manny says, here's some money because of Drexel's bandage. Next time, have the kids decorate the bandage. It'll be fun to see how they decorate it. Al Be Real says, Nick to Drex, would you like to play a game? Last night I gave you something that rhymes with Smurpies. Kevin Silva says, execution for pedos. William Morrison says, first super chat and first time seeing Drex. This will forever be Drex's face in my mind. Thank you, William. Happy to be the first. Let's see. Timothy Reaper says, have you ever watched The Expendables? Yes.
Yep.
The fight between Dolph Lundgren and Jet Li was interesting. Bring it, Happy Feet. Angry Baneling says, hey, Drexel, since your chin is pregnant with spider babies now, will you ask the spider mama to pay child support for all 30 of them when they hatch? If you can track her down, that is. Almond John 1 says, is that a safe or a panic room you guys are in? It's a safe. It's not.
But after watching Nobody, you really do want that panic room.
I want a panic basement.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's it. I think we're there. Right around 2:00. That's perfect.
Man, we did 3 hours. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of myself.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. You held off on researching Annabelle Peaks enough or whatever.
Annabelle Peaks is all right.
You held off on the degeneracy just long enough to finish the show. Are we going to do something on like Twitch or whatever? Are you going to bed or what do you want to do?
Okay, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to eat something. And then I said we watch Cop. But Cop is longer though, isn't it? Well, it's
no, I think it was
111 minutes, right?
Oh, was it that long? Damn it.
But then that's not so bad if you only watch one movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You watch one movie.
Let me see how long this is.
I think it said 111.
110 minutes on Wikipedia, so 111 on Amazon.
So 110 minutes means 105 because the credits is usually like 5 minutes of scrolling nonsense.
Gosh, should we try and do this upstairs?
You want to? What do you got to bring up there, though?
I have to bring a mic. I have a mic up there already, actually. Or no, I brought it down here, but... Got to bring a camera, a mic.
That's a lot of shit.
Computer that can... Yeah, it's fucking annoying.
It's easier to just do it down here.
I hate watching movies in here.
I bet.
Hate it like with a passion.
I bet you do.
Maybe if we turn the screen around and sit over there. That might actually be a good idea.
Really? Yeah. You can try it.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll be on Twitch in a little bit.
James Spoon? Yeah, Corey Chase can get it.
Timothy Reaper says, quick, everyone, send more chats. James Spoon says, yo, Drex, Corey Chase, thoughts. Amoeba says, oh, shit. Random username says, head out, Nick, citizenship by investment, $150K for families, multiple Caribbean countries as options, new income tax or capital gains, nomad capitalist. It's hard to be a nomad capitalist with 5 kids. Amoeba says, great show, but I'm just sitting here on the bus wondering what I do with all this German Shepherd knowledge. If you're on a bus, you know what to do. Stay away from everyone else on it.
Yeah, for real. You going to jail now?
You going to jail now?
Oh, shit.
I missed one from you, Infragano? I don't think so.
I'm about to look up Crystal Boyd. I don't know who that is.
She's something special.
Never heard that name. I don't think
No,
so.
Infragano, I read all your chats. All 3 of them. Yep. So there you go. Okay, guys. We'll hit the outro and then see you over on Twitch in just a little bit. Catch you in a minute. Peace. Peace.
Oh, he drinks a fair bit, but you realize that it just helps get his noggin jogging along. With his glass by his side and his kids asleep tight, we'll hear some law-splaining tonight. With his microphone muted, we'll laugh at this boomer until he explains it's all part of the plan. Watch his face become redder as he becomes madder, raging at idiots from Twitterland. From the white shores of Maine to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed to make the law what we have now. Oh, his lady is fair, and she handles herself with the grace of one who has borne many children. As the wife of a lawman, she makes sure that he has the time and the place to provide for them there. So pour out an Ardbeg, a bow, more a Lafroig. The spirits flow as the ones who get unemployed. So pour out a glass for the team post on Twitter as we hear law-splaining tonight. From the white shores of Nairn to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed to make the law what we are now. Oh, the guests are all planet folks from Dundee to Drexel. They bring their perspective and spice to the mix. But the reason we're here and the one that we cheer is the one who is showcasing us his career. Get unemployed. So pour out a glass for the tea post on Twitter as we hear law-splaining tonight. From the white shores of Nairn to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed